bullshit and blah blah blah. He's like, hey man, maybe it's meant for a reason.
Always thought of it like that, bro. You really fucked up.
Like, I can't get rid of this thing.
Life was easy. Fuck out my face.
Yeah, it was. I expect you to do the bare minimum, because then what's the point?
True. To do that, I went and got one from the aisle, you dumb fuck.
And shut the fuck up and lay low.
You're female, like you could work your charms in certain situations that I wouldn't be able to. You know how much free shit you gotten? She wants to word to mama shit. Oh, got him. We understand it's gonna bother you. Some of us went through it. Some of us are gonna go through it. Well, we wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to go that deep with you. You don't really know what you want to share with my heart.
No, look cock. Send hook, send cock.
I do not agree with these guys. Word.
Get the fuck out of here. They're doing something important.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here, asshole.
Get the fuck out of here. Don't you come back.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! Right.
Word. You be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
That is gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
It's morphin' time.
Yo. Beep, 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 beep. Don't mind me. My shit never working.
Oh shit, but what's going on, y'all? This is take number 2, Electric Boogaloo. Hopefully y'all gonna see us for more than an hour, because last night we said fuck it. Steve won. But yeah, we back in the building. It's Saturday night and we feeling all right. And I'm stuffed like a motherfucker.
Word, how was that?
But how you feeling, Toe? How's it? How are we working today?
Hopefully better than we were yesterday. But
now I can actually hear you. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, right? I forgot that because I changed my Wi-Fi. My ring light needs to be fucking changed.
Is that also connected to that?
So it's connected to the Wi-Fi, but the compute, like, so that way I could turn it on and off with the Stream Deck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I had to reconnect the fucking the lights behind me, which I just looked with. I'm trying to figure out how to fucking turn this shit on so I can just get this shit.
It's all good. It's all good. But again, now you are legible. Now I can actually hear what the fuck you're saying.
Nice.
And it doesn't sound like I have to play. I think that's what he said. I'm gonna fake it. But what's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on, Night? Hey, good evening, Toes. Where'd you go? I can't see. Well, Toe is fixing some things right now. Happy 420. Happy 420, sis. Hope everyone that did celebrate today enjoyed. I decided to not indulge in that, and however, indulged my face in a bunch of meat. Pause. Because yeah, We'll get into that in a little bit because our days were eventful when it comes to that and when it comes to our dealings with technical difficulties. So
Fucking right.
yeah, both were very expensive, but we got it done.
That's
We made it work. So
for all this the fucking wrestlers out there. I spend my days working hard on the go just to get some help and make this shit impossible. Now I can't connect my ring light to my Wi-Fi. Yeah. Did you hear me, or should I just keep going?
no, I can hear you.
No, I didn't know if you was gonna jump in or.
No, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right.
My bad. My mom decided to tell me something. Like, what did she say? That's why I muted it. I was like, wait, what's happening? But apparently she's talking to my dog, not me. So I guess we good. But no, yeah. So if anyone wants to know the craziness that we go through to make sure that this is looking good, yeah, today was a very stressful day when it comes to Toe trying to get his connection to fucking work. When it comes to me trying to get a fucking phone that works, because for some reason, I don't know what it is with iPhones. The minute the new one comes out, they basically, bro, I'm telling you, I think they send a fucking, if you have a model less than a year, or no, more than a year older than the new model, that's it, you're done. Fuck your phone. Because it always starts as one little issue, and then everything else starts to corrupt. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get a new phone because I need my shit. So we got the phone now. We good.
Holy shit, Ray.
What happened?
I don't know.
Good?
I'm just gonna have to. I might have to just do this. This shit for now. Fuck it. Fucking Ray. What's going on, bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Like I said, today was eventful, but we here. We in the building.
We live, baby.
We
All
live.
right. I'm gonna just do it like this. That seems to like be good light, I guess. Am I fucked up again or what?
No, you're good.
All right.
It's still, like I said, there's gonna be moments, I think, I guess till it fucking fully fixes, that you're gonna be a little choppy. But you're coming in clear.
Okay.
So I give you that. You're definitely a lot more clear than you were yesterday. Because yesterday there was points that legit I'm just like, is he still talking? Because legit, there were points where I could hear you yesterday, and then there were points that it's just like it's moving, but I couldn't hear shit.
Nah, I hear you. I changed my video quality down to 720p, so hopefully that helps with
Got you.
with the output and shit. But let's see. Show just hit me up, so
Is he gonna be able to make it tonight?
let's see what he says. I'm on my way home. Hope the internet doesn't fuck me
Got you.
or traffic. All right. So, fucking, what's going on, bro?
I'm good, bro. Can't complain. Like I said, we in the building. We live. We gonna battle Steve tonight.
Back.
We got the power. We got the power of the Red Ranger and the Green Ranger because I decided to wear the hoodie because I'm in a Power Ranger mood.
Green Ranger, go.
I did not wear this hoodie though to go to do the things I need to do today because I knew where I was gonna go eat today, so I wanted to look a little more professional, a little more dressed up today.
You didn't want to fuck up the shirt. That's all it is. They
Well,
was
that
so
too, because there is white and shit on the hoodie.
yeah.
The last thing I need is to fucking accidentally drop meat juices or whatever you want to call that
Nah,
on the hoodie.
nah, I hear you.
So, but bro, when I
Yeah.
tell you, we definitely got to go there because it's worth the price is worth it. Like that shit was fucking bomb, and it's right next to the Longhorn we went to.
Okay.
It's
Okay. So
right
yeah, it's
there.
right there.
Yeah, it's right there, bro. We went and it was perfect too because the time we went for lunch and wasn't too crazy packed, and they kept like it's no lie how they say it like they keep bringing you meat after meat after meat after meat. Um, yeah, so I had a little bit of everything from
Oh, this is the
le-
Brazilian steakhouse, right?
yep.
Oh, we there. We gotta go there. What the fuck? Took us so long, Ray.
And bro, the price wasn't bad for lunch. It was $47.50 a person, so it wasn't bad at all. Wasn't bad at all for lunch.
Shit. We definitely gotta go to that motherfucker.
Yeah, bro. Like, yo, you that I know you love your steak, you get your fucking bang for your buck because they give you all different kinds of cuts of steak. You get fucking filet mignon, you get
Mm,
fucking bacon wrap steak,
mm.
garlic steak, um,
That's what I'm talking about.
the Brazilian some Brazilian cut that they call I can't pronounce the word, so I'm not even gonna try. I just know it's a Brazilian style steak. Different kinds of fucking chicken, fucking they had bacon wrap chicken, bacon wrap steak, grilled chicken thigh, drumstick, parmesan crusted chicken, parmesan crusted pork, pork chops, lamb chops, roasted lamb. By the time I was like I was so mad because by the time I was like, guess it's that unfortunate time to flip the card, and I flipped it finally to red. I noticed they fucking bring out ribs. I'm like, you motherfucker.
They were waiting. They were waiting. They were
I
like,
was like,
I bet you
you
this motherfucker gonna flip that shit back over.
nah, I
I
was done,
guarantee you
bro.
that
I was
motherfucker gonna
done.
flip that shit back over.
Like I tapped after my mom because my mom tapped a little earlier than I did, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna wait one more round. I'm gonna do one more round, and then I'm gonna tap. And bro, it's like I said, it's worth the bang for your buck. You get that, they give you a bunch of like appetizers because they give you mashed potatoes, fried polenta, like these sweet. I still don't get it because I thought it was like plátano maduro that they were gonna give you,
Okay.
like sweet plantains, and it legit tastes like actual banana though. I don't think it was plátano maduro.
Oh shit.
Oh my fucking god, Ray, shut up. Oh yeah, I forgot. She's still on. She's unfortunately on a liquid diet right now because she was having some stomach issues and all that. So my apologies, sis. Um,
Yo, if you make the steak right, it's technically liquid.
no, there was a cut legit that my mom. I think it was the. I want to say it was a ribeye. It was a ribeye cut that legit. She said it was water in her like it legit. It melted in her mouth.
Like butter.
Bro, I was like, oh man. Like it was worth it. It was worth it. For me that it's also I will say this. They I know for they do preferences. But if you're a fan of medium rare steak, you're in heaven. Because most of the cuts, when they bring it to you, it's medium rare still.
Yeah.
They do like if you're that type of person that wants it well done, you have to wait a little longer, but they'll bring out well done. But like everything that was fucking medium rare, I was like, yep, give me, give me, give me.
Is it food? Yeah, I'll take it.
No, bro, I'm like, yo, I'll take it. Fuck it.
Word.
But nah, it was good. The only thing, it was funny. The only thing I did not like that they gave was that Parmesan crusted pork chop. Or it wasn't. I think it was just Parmesan crusted pork. But to me, it
Mm,
was too salty.
mm,
So I
I
was
get it.
like, this ain't for me.
I get it. I
Everything
get
else
that.
is bomb. Everything else is bomb. My mom was not a fan of lamb, which I was surprised. I was like, I know you like gamier meats, and she was for some reason not a fan of the lamb.
Hmm.
I actually liked it. I did not think I was gonna like lamb.
I've only had lamb, so I don't know what it tastes like in the restaurant.
Um, best way I can explain it. It's almost like a more irony steak. That's the best way I can explain it.
Okay, yeah.
Like if you like that, like actual taste of like of the steak, like no, because they season it, but it takes more of like that actual meat taste. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's like that's how that lamb tastes. To me, it's almost like it tastes like liver, but I wouldn't
Okay.
even say that because I rather have the lamb than I rather the liver, because liver, that's a whole nother like metallic taste to me. So,
Yeah, I've never had liver. I don't think I would ever
um,
try it, but
I'm not a fan. My
yeah.
mom, but that's the thing. My mom likes liver, so I'm like,
Mm.
how do you like that, but you don't like this?
Hey man,
But
it's
again,
crazy. My brother
that's
loves
her
pudding
preference.
but hates flan or Jello. He doesn't
How
like
you don't like Jello?
he doesn't like the consistency of it.
Like I'm not a fan. I'm not really a fan of flan, but that's also because of like it's not even a texture thing. Mine is just, to me, every time I've had it, it's been like overly sweet.
Mm.
Um,
I have
but I love pudding and Jello. Liver. So again, that I am not a fan. I am not a fan, sis. Oh my god, I haven't had liver. Sis, I told once you're good, we got to go to that Chinese spot I told you about. That Chinese spot, the Spanish Chinese spot that I go to, they do liver very well, and they do it like that, salteado. So we'll definitely try that out once you're at 100. And I don't know what happened to Toe. Unfortunately, we have lost Toe once again. And he was good. Like this time, he legit sounded perfect. So I don't know what the hell happened. Um, let's see. He is back.
Yeah.
Toe,
I-
can you hear us?
yes.
Okay, cool.
So I was asking if you like tampleque, but then you started talking
Uh,
about the liver and shit.
my bad. Yeah, I could not hear you at all.
No,
Like you legit froze, so I didn't even hear you ask about them blanket.
yeah.
I've tried it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but my mom makes it very well. So I've had it here. Like I've had it at the house because my mom makes it, especially during Christmas time. They make a bunch of that, like tembleque, flan, all that. But again, I'm not the biggest fan just because I don't like overly sweet.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not a big fan of cinnamon, which is funny because I'll drink coquito, but I'm not a big fan of cinnamon. So it's the it's the oxymoron of like I'll have it, but I'll still complain about the cinnamon, if that makes sense.
Makes sense. No, I get it. I get it.
Laugh my ass off, it's the Wi-Fi because so that's the thing too. Because my homegirl asked me if mine was acting up. I've been lucky so far that it hasn't, but it might be just a fucking service issue. Because a lot of people are complaining about their internet acting up, and we all have the same fucking internet.
Yeah. Yo, dude,
So it might be that.
I got new hardware, which is a separate modem and a separate router and a streaming box. And this dude's like, this modem and this hardware can run the gig internet. The other one that you had can't. So I put it in. I was getting 20 megabytes download. I was like, I'm supposed to get a gig. This is not. I'm supposed to get 1,000 megabytes, not 20. And then the upload just kept fucking up. So they're sending a technician out tomorrow. But I'm thinking, I don't think it has anything to do with that eclipse.
Yeah.
But I think one of the wires or on the pole, something has to be, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's not the gear, like there has to be some kind of impedance that's stopping this from working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Which again, the technician, hopefully everything can be resolved tomorrow, because they'll be
Yeah.
able to see if there is something that's not connected properly, or if there's something that's like that they need to work on. They definitely will make sure we're all set on that.
Word. And I got so the router I have only has 2 outputs for Wi-Fi. I mean, not Wi-Fi, for the Ethernet cable.
Yeah.
So I have literally 2 splitters. I have one splitter going from the back of the router to the TV and the Xbox and my Wi-Fi connection into my room. Then I have the second splitter going into that to go to my TV, my computer, and my Xbox. So I'm like, all right, let me connect this straight to the router, thinking maybe that's what it is. Nope.
Gotcha.
Same shit. Same exact shit. So I know it's not the equipment I got, but it's got to be they keep resetting the signal, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was like the wires. It was the earthquake. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
It
Could have messed up, like it could have jumbled up something.
that makes sense.
You know?
That makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like it's
'Cause my house shook during the aftershock. The second one, you got?
the first one shook mine. The second one didn't.
Mm.
So I didn't get the aftershock, which that was the funny part because everyone was like, "Yo, did you feel that?" I'm like, "Was I supposed to?" Like, you know what? You know. The funniest moment was, I thought as people were asking, I was gonna feel it, and nope. You know what was worse that I don't think many people dealt with, but unfortunately, because of my anxiety and shit,
Yeah.
I dealt with it the rest of the week. Like no one was, it wasn't happening, but mentally, I kept feeling shit moving. Like if you watch back our podcast from that week, you will notice me looking at fucking shit, paranoid as fuck. Because all I would feel for the rest of the week was fucking my table moving. I would see my bar moving, and nothing is happening to the point that I would text my mom. Did you feel that? She's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I'm like, "Never mind." So there's legit. If we go back to like that week of me of doing the podcast with you, you would see me paranoid as fucking certain episodes. I'm legit like I legit would start looking around like, wait, the fuck? So yeah. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's yeah. But yo, what's going on, Sammy?
Shit.
So,
I wasn't. To me, the first time it happened, he was like, "Yo, did you feel that?" And I was like, "Feel what?" It was an earthquake. I said, "Bullshit." Then I googled it, and there was mad tweets about it. And I was like, "Oh, there was an earthquake." Then I felt the second one, and it was dude. It kind of felt like the house. You know when you're on you ever been on Twister in Disneyland?
yeah.
You know when you're on the train and it goes doot, 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 like that?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like, but very subtle. Like the only reason why I noticed it is because things on the counter was moving. So it's like, okay, all right.
Gotcha.
And then afterwards, my dog started to cry a little bit, and I was like, "Shut up, we done with it." But but then like my pops didn't even feel it. He was like 7 feet away from me. But I didn't feel nothing. But when I go over a bridge, for some reason, I'm looking out in the ocean. I'm like, I don't know. I know the bridge ain't gonna fall because somebody gonna hit it.
Yeah.
But a part of me is like, I don't want to find out. I don't want to be on here when they test that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That also again, but that I think everyone was probably paranoid like that for a few days because after what happened, I legit, and you know what's the worst part? I usually don't have to go over bridges like that. Those next few days afterward, I had to be on a bridge multiple times.
Yep.
Like day of when it happened, I had to go because for some reason I had to go to the other side of Brooklyn. And for some reason, you got to go through a bridge to get to fucking the other side of Brooklyn. And, and I'm like just looking like, because everything felt weird that day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh.
Bro, that day I had to go to Jersey twice, and then I went to Queens. I was like, yeah, I can't get off a fucking bridge. And the crazy thing was when I went to Jersey, you take the George Washington. When I went to Queens, I went into Queens through the Throgs Neck and came out of Queens through the White Stone. So I was like, I'm literally on 3 different bridges.
Oh man.
It was like, fuck. Motherfuckers are trying to kill me. But they said, you know what? We're not going to do it that way. We're going to stress them to death.
Yo, this weekend was that test. The vegans were like, nah, we're going to kill him.
Yo, bro, I can't believe when they said, yo, we could send out a technician tomorrow. I was like, fuck, I got to take off work. I was like, wait a minute. Tomorrow's Sunday. Oh shit! That's how long this day was. I forgot what fucking day it was. Damn, that's fucked up. But shit, man, this is part 2. We trying this shit again.
Yep, we in here.
Back at it.
We in here. It's working so far. Let's not jinx it. Let's not fucking we in here.
Yeah, we in here. We out here. Fucking hopefully tomorrow everything gets fixed and then Raw's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
But I still don't understand the way because I know Verizon is like they give you 1,000 upload, you get 1,000 download. Optimum is you get 1,000 download but 35 upload, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Bro.
Now, granted, you don't need the upload stream shit. Like if you wanted to watch movies and all that, you know, you don't need the upload. But like to do this or to upload like big files to like the internet or whatever, you need it. But I feel gypped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, you keep looking at me all serious. I'm like, damn, he can't hear me.
No, I can. My bad. You know what it is? You know what it is? Because I'm still getting used to my camera too. So I'm like, do I look at I'm still trying to figure out, should I look at the screen or should I look straight at the camera? So it's like, to me, I feel weird doing this.
Yeah.
And then it's like my peripheral sucks now. So it's like, do I look at this and like act like I'm looking directly at you? Or do I actually look at you so that way I feel more comfortable like we're having a conversation?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's funny because I'm looking at the screen. So I'm looking at you dead in your eyes. Right now, this is me looking at you dead in your eyes. When I talk to the stream or to the viewers, I look at the camera. It's like, there goes the viewers. There goes you. So it's like, I know how you feel.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, because when I'm doing if I'm doing like a live, like just solo live stream, I'll do this.
Yeah.
I'm just talking to this. But I want to be like this so that way I'm looking at you so I could see what you're saying. And again, if worst comes to worst, if I don't hear you, I'm trying to read your lips like a motherfucker.
I hear you. I've been in that situation also with the fucking trying to read the lips and shit, because there was one person that remember the attorney?
Yeah.
She was doing the reading on us. I couldn't hear. It was going in and out. So I was getting the gist of it and then responding the best I could.
Got you.
But yeah, it sucks though when you do that.
Yeah, it definitely does. But oh wow, my bad. I just saw on Facebook. Apparently, Santana made his return to TNA tonight.
Oh,
and he beat Steve Macklin.
Well, okay.
There goes Santana back in TNA.
Shit, and I haven't sent him an email for a while, so it wasn't me.
Yeah. Now you know what it was, because I was sending him some messages trying to get him on Respect the Craft. And that's it. I unfortunately sent him away, man.
Yeah.
That's what happens. You do that, that's it. You're done.
If I'd have sent him the email, he would have went to WWE.
Yep. Oh shit.
Nah, but yeah. Hold up. I got hyped for a second. I saw my bars were green, so I said, "Yo, let me put this shit at 1080p, see what's up." And then
the minute you tried, it went back down. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you know what?
It was like,
fuck it. Let's we good.
Yeah, it's like, nah. You would have thought you were gonna be able to do that.
Word, you thought? Shit. Fucking Ray. Everything we do, Ray, something's up. But yo, your cell phone came out pretty good though. Like you easy.
Luckily everything worked out fine. I was able to get the phone. I was able to get the everything with it. Got the case, got the protection, all that shit. Like I said, I was able to get these cheaper than I thought I would have. So it definitely worked out.
And that's the 15 you got?
Yeah, 15 Pro Max.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
15 Pro Max. What color?
I was like, I got just the black on mine.
I'm out. We need the Blu-ray.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about that, but they didn't have it at that store.
Racist.
So I was like, I'll get the black one. It's all good.
Nah, I hear you. Shit, I
It's
used to
all
have
good. It's
a
all
like
good.
a thin ass case on this shit, and I said, you know what, fuck it. All I have now
No,
is
that's
the screen protector.
they asked because they were telling me about the cases. I was like, I was hoping to hear OtterBox because that's been my luck with cases. Every time I get an OtterBox, it's protected well. It fucking like I'm good with my phones. Like I'm not someone that drops it fucking constantly. I unfortunately am around lunatics, as you know, because of the wrestling business. So
Yeah.
I rather make sure my phone is protected at all costs.
Nah, I hear you.
Because sometimes you never know when you're in a fucking locker room and someone's gonna fucking
Yeah, protect the
and
dogs.
like I don't think I'm gonna be in that locker room where that's needed, but you never
Hey,
know.
you never know.
You never know.
Never monkey see, monkey do.
Hey, it happens. But nah, so that I was able to get. That was the first thing I did. The minute I got to the mall, I was like, I'm gonna go do that because I did not want to waste time on that, especially because it was quicker to buy the phone and buy the shit for it than it was to transfer everything. That took
Yeah.
legit like an hour and some change because
Yeah.
for some reason you would think T-Mobile would have good Wi-Fi.
They
Nope. When I tell you that shit, and there was some points that I'm like, yo, can y'all just make it so I can do calls? Because it's legit going point like point a gigabyte, like or megabyte, but it's like that
Yeah.
fucking like
They
what
don't
the
have
fuck is happening?
they didn't have some way they could just plug the phones into each other?
Apparently not. Apparently not. So I'm just waiting. Like first, he was like, "Oh, we have to do the update." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I would expect if it's a new phone, I would expect it to already be like at that. But whatever. So the update took forever. That took like a good fucking 20 minutes. And then to do that, and I'm just like, okay, any day now. The minute I was able to fucking like the storage went in, the iCloud, all that went in. I was like, cool. The minute fucking the essential apps downloaded, I was like, I'll do the rest of this at home.
Yeah.
Because I know my Wi-Fi will fucking and
Yeah.
it legit. The minute I got home, everything I was downloaded in fucking minutes.
Yo, bro,
Like,
that's why I stopped ordering my phone to my job. Because I used to get an iPhone every year, and used to get it at my job because shows the UPS guy, he would bring it, and then I would unplug it, back up my.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh no, your picture froze on my screen. That's why I was like, oh
Oh,
shit.
did it? Oh shit.
Yeah, no, I don't think it froze on the stream though, because I've been having that issue. But
No, but that's the funny thing. Like, because even Gigi said it. Like, she saw it that way when we did the one on Thursday.
yeah,
So I don't know why the fuck Restream's doing that. So like, because I'm taking my camera off just for a second, and then I saw it on the stream. It did that too. That fucking it does like it pixelates whatever screen
yeah,
I'm on.
yeah,
So that's weird.
yeah. It
Restream
might,
fix your shit.
and you don't
Can you
have the
see me now?
Logitech G Hub, right?
Can you see me now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, cool. So we should be good, but it's just every time I do this, it just freezes whatever fucking last face I'm on.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
weird.
You're frozen.
The fuck?
What were you doing?
So now we're good.
What'd you press that you froze?
I just did this. I took off the camera on Restream.
Oh,
That's all I did.
yeah, yeah.
I
So,
don't know why it's doing that.
so you're trying to do this?
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
Yeah, it's not, and it's not. It's got to, you if maybe the camera itself needs a software update or a firmware update or something.
Maybe because the fact that it's doing that is fucking weird. Because all I'm trying to do is that. Because that's what I was doing. I was trying to turn off my camera for a second,
Yeah,
and it just freezes whatever last frame it's on.
that's crazy. Yo,
That's weird.
knowledge.
That's weird. Bro, it's supposed to get better with time, you would think. Apparently
Yeah,
not.
this is why I don't like to think.
Oh shit. But yeah.
All right, so what was we saying?
We were on fuck, where were we on? Oh, I explained the phone situation.
Yes.
The iCloud. Oh no, you were telling us about how you would get a phone every year.
Yeah, so I would bring my laptop and I would do the backup on the laptop and then upload the backup on the phone.
Gotcha.
But every year I would do that to the new phone and never get any service. So I'll have to run upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, and dude, it would piss me off.
Gotcha.
So now I just said, fuck it, just send that shit to my house, and I'll do that shit when I get home.
Gotcha.
But it's another thing because like no matter I could have 48 trigger bytes, that like 4 billion bytes of data, and then I save my phone, like I do a backup on my phone, not enough space. What? Like you literally saved every single backup as its own shit, and now I gotta go hunting for this shit in the computer. It's like you couldn't just override the last one, or like you know what I'm saying. But like, well, this is already in there, so let's just add the new shit. They call it smart for a reason, but
Yeah, you would expect it to be that way, but
yeah.
apparently, I think not.
Word. All right, so
Definitely not.
where was we at yesterday before we decided show's never gonna come and we're gonna try again tomorrow because it's show's fault. It's show's fault.
Facts. I was all show. If show would have been here, we could have kept going.
Yep.
Because somehow me and show could have just talked, and eventually your connection would have fucking stabled out.
Yeah.
But apparently not. It's all good. We in here though. We in the building. Fuck that. So the last thing we spoke about before we finally gave up to Steve was we were going into the conversation of you feeling like every time you got an opportunity, you had to almost do 110%.
Yeah.
Because you felt like you were at that point of, again, and this is where I think I had the confusion because of, unfortunately, you coming in and out.
Yeah.
I thought you said that this started originally just because of a fucking dream. And then we go into like past experiences that caused you to have that mentality.
Yeah.
So that's why, again, because of me not being able to hear you properly, I went on a whole tirade about see how our minds do this, but then I'm like, well, no, like unfortunately your experiences might have enforced that even more.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
now let's go into that.
Yeah, because it was one of those things like no matter what you did, I wasn't good enough, right? Because of this, that, or the third, and that's why I always one of my fears was like I didn't do it best I could because you don't have too many opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like at least me. But then what I was trying to get at when we got cut off was as I got older, I used to like look for permission to do my best. And because like I used to be a mechanic, and when I worked on the cars by myself, I would get faster and better at shit like that, and people didn't really notice. They don't care, but it's not one of those things with you. They just want the work done. But when I asked for a raise, that's when. Oh, remember that done 3 years ago? Yeah, they came back and said that the drain plug was loose. Said, when was the last time they had a service? Last week. So I left it loose 3 years ago. How the fuck you drain the? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, but that's a different story. And then, so when I was by myself, I was able to work as hard as I could, blah, blah, all that other stuff, because I was by myself. But when I was in a group, I just stood back, didn't really do much unless I was asked for stuff. But now that I'm older, now I realize I don't need permission to be the best I can. And it sucks because sometimes you try to do the best you can and it doesn't work out, and then you try to go harder, and harder isn't a mode after the hardest. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing 100, 110% isn't really possible. So when you try to get to 110%, you're burning. You're actually going down. 110% and 90%.
Yeah, because you're unfortunately, and that's the thing that I think. Um, that's what I was trying to get at yesterday was the misconception of it of because I know especially for you, like as much as you might not think it, that you have to do this. You are a person that you're already doing it by trade. Like even if you think this is, oh, I have to do this because I might not be doing enough for this or that. Like you're a type of person, we see it. We see it in your effort. We see it in your mentality. We see it in your ethic. And I think a lot of people need to learn that sometimes, again, even little body language shows everything. Like how we have to do things, how we have to um, take advantage of opportunities. It's even little things that shows how much of that opportunity you're valuing. Because you're a person, you're quick to fucking, bro. This shows it how fucking much every opportunity you get to fucking make it better.
Yeah.
You're doing fucking million things to one just to make sure this shit's working. You know?
Yeah.
Like when it comes to fucking the videos and to this and to that and fucking different editing and different this, like yo, it's stuff that it's the unfortunate side of it is the credit's never there. You never get the fucking like, yo, good fucking shit.
Yeah.
But it's just you see that for your it's that self-validating, like fuck it. I know I did everything. I know
Yeah.
I got this done. I know I was able to do this and fuck it. Fuck you. I did what I had to do, you know?
Yeah. Because we got into a little bit of it yesterday, but I'm gonna repeat it. Most of the like I said, my mother was the realest person to me. She kept it real no matter what whatever I asked, she kept it real with me. There was no cookie cutter
Gotcha.
shit. She reminded me, she goes, I'm not your friend, I'm your mother. You know what I'm saying? And she always told me, she goes, what that means is that when shit hits the fan and you need somebody to have your back, I'm gonna be there. That doesn't, like you can't count on all of your friends to be there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, who, what, when, and why, I'll be there, type shit. And that showed because there's one Halloween, people egged her. I'm chasing 6 people down the fucking block. Cops stopped us, and I turned around and my mother and my father are hobbling down the street trying to catch up to me. Meanwhile, everybody else is still on the block. Like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? But that's another story for another time. But yeah. So when I lost her, I lost that realness shit, and I realized that like it's hard to be real with yourself. And I'm not
Gotcha.
talking about the real of, oh, you're a fat slob or you're short or this. The real is what's hard is the so what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've never been conditioned to feel like my height was a detriment.
Got you.
It was just something I was. My height was what I had. I had to adapt to it. There's no crying here. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Like, deal with it. He's tall, you're not, but that doesn't make him better than you, right?
No. Yeah.
Now some people would see that and like the guy that went from 5'6" to 6'2", he did the leg shit. He did it because he felt like he wasn't short, or he, the shortness hurt him and blah 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 and all this other shit. And this is where real comes in, because he's being real with himself. Like, oh, I could get a surgery to become taller and this, but the realness that you is, so what? 5'2" doesn't change who you are. If I became 6 foot tomorrow, it wouldn't change who I was. I would just be taller. My head would be higher off the ground. You know what I'm saying? And this is where you have to tell yourself shit like that. So it's like a lot of the oh, I thought, this guy was better than me because everybody likes him. No. Everybody likes him because everybody likes him. But they don't know you. You know how many hidden talents that we all know that we have that the world doesn't? And a lot of them we don't want to show, or we don't show because of whatever reason. But when we do show it, people will be like, yo, what can't you do?
Yep.
Like, we did a presentation at work to basically just describe what we do to our new boss and our goals and how we, us accomplishing the goals made our job easier and shit. Everyone
Gotcha.
did the regular, you know, PowerPoint presentation with what they wrote down on their shit, and they just put it up there and read it off. Me and my coworker, we made a presentation. We put pictures up to make it funny and all this other stuff, and we up. And it helps that we do this every day. So I was still nervous to talk in front of people, but once I got going, I was able to do it. So
You clicked in. It was already
Yeah.
fucking. I know what I'm doing.
yeah,
Like that is something that shows though. Like for anyone that sees this helps.
word.
Like shit. As much as people are like, yo, why are you able to do this so much? It's like, yo, after a while, this becomes like this is the best training to do public speaking, to do a lot of speaking like this, because we treat it like no matter what the view number is, whatever this is, we always treat it like, yo, you never know who's watching.
Yeah,
And that's how it helps you with a lot more speaking, because it helps you with any engagement you ever have to do, because you're speaking to this the whole time. So
word. And my boss came up to me and she was like, not for nothing, you and John, you really impressed them. Like they didn't know, like they don't know you like I know you, but they seen your guys' abilities and they were impressed. Like, yo, these guys have talent. Like they put together a PowerPoint like this. They added music and all that other stuff, and then they presented stuff. It's like one of those things. Like, yo, they have something.
yeah.
And now one of the things that she told me, she's like, if you're ever in a meeting or you're ever in a group or anything like that, you never want to leave that without saying something at least once, like saying at least one thing, because you don't want to leave the meeting without people knowing you were there, because you never know who's there. So now that the guy who's in charge of the shit saw us, he's going to remember us. You know what I'm saying? So let's say like, yo, we got a position that they need this. These guys are good at that shit. Yo, guys, what you think about doing this? You know what I'm saying?
No, I got you. And you know what it is too? It's one of those where I'm gonna do it by two parts here.
Yeah.
The first part is you doing that, it showed initiative though. Because you could have done the extra the just, well, this is what we're doing. This and that's it. Nice presentation. You going the extra mile though, that shows that initiative.
Yeah.
That is like doing a little extra. Again, you know how to edit, you know how to do this and that. But again, that shows you're willing to commit to doing stuff like that, even in that workplace,
Yeah.
But then also the second part of it, of actually doing that, I feel that's where something people want to coast by. And that works in any scenario. That it's like, you know what? Hey, I'm here though. It's all good. I don't need to. But showing that initiative again. Like you by doing that shows initiative, but also being present in the scenario, being there. A lot of people feel like, oh, I could just coast by, like, I'm here. I did my part.
Yeah.
I showed up and not to get fined,
I bring the forks.
Like no, like it's one of those where people have to see you have to do more than just be present in the scenario. You have to show initiative. That comes to anything in life. Like fucking that's the biggest thing you should use when it comes to even trying to get to your goals. Like just coasting by isn't good enough at times.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's gonna come when it comes. It's like, no, sometimes you have to put in that initiative. Get out of your comfort zone just a little bit.
Yeah.
Use the things you were learning. Again, this is why we always talk about it, how we fucking when it comes to the obstacles we go through and all that, you could use that as well. The things we learn from those obstacles help when it comes to the next thing and to the next step.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? I've been given this. You mentioned it, to get out of your comfort zone, right?
Yeah.
I've always thought to go into your comfort zone. Like, let's say you're a singer, right? And you sing in the shower, you sing in the car, you sing with your cousin, and then now they want you to go on stage. you know, like, yeah, you don't sing in front of people and your comfort zone is in your house and shit. But your comfort zone is singing. What you're afraid of is being in front of people. You know what I'm saying? So if you go into the comfort zone of just singing, people will see that like, yo, this girl's in the zone now. She's singing like her heart out. It's almost like she's singing by herself. There's no one here. You know what I'm saying? Like going out of your comfort zone would be like Edward Hahn. He's not a singer, but he went at American Idol. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I've always felt this, like, I don't think it's the comfort zone is defined wrong for me because, you know, I don't like people around me, but I don't like being around strangers, but I like being with family. So when I'm with y'all, that's my comfort zone. But then I'm able to, and even if I was by myself, I'm in my comfort zone now because I learned you got to be yourself no matter what. You know what I'm saying? But
you know what it is, and that I think that's why the cliche is, oh, you have to get out of your comfort zone. But I think that's the obstacle of it, is making the uncomfortable comfortable. You know,
yeah,
like finding that in your mentality, like, hey, this isn't the usual, but I've done this to be ready for this. You know,
yeah,
and using that, and using, like, in that scenario where you might not be the best at wanting to speak in front of random people, but you've done this. So this is that moment of, like, you know what? Treat it like it's a podcast. Maybe
yeah,
don't curse as much as a podcast,
yeah.
but
I
treat
don't
it
curse at
as
all.
like when you're on here, like treat it
Yeah,
just like, and get that energy, get that fucking, yo, we in here, we in the building,
word.
and just fucking let it fly on there, And that's what a lot of people need to do. Like, again, I always say the step out of the comfort zone just for a bit, just because for me personally, definitely when I try to do something and I'm out of that, it's when I'm like in that fight or flight mode. That it's like,
Mm.
let's see how this works.
Yeah,
And again, it's sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But using that, then it's like, well, this didn't work out today. Here's why.
yeah.
But then seeing for the next opportunity, and for the next, and for the next, and taking everything as a learning curve. You know?
No, yeah, man. Yeah, hopefully show gets on and we're able to talk to him about it. But
Yep.
he was saying that work is sucking the life out of him. Your Sonny, what's going on? Sonny Art, yo, we used to stream with Sonny on Mixer, and we
Gotcha.
used to play the video games together while he had paintings. So he would stream him
Oh,
painting live, and then we'll play like Apex together with that shit. You're number one podcast on the internet. When does the show? When the show is not on fire, the show keep your thing up. Appreciate you, Sonny. Yeah, he's an advocate for fire and show. He started the whole hashtag fire the show movement back in '96. But yeah, no, he does some crazy ass work, Sonny Art. But yeah,
that's
man,
fire. No, I can see it. Like,
yeah,
even the thumbnail there, the picture he has, you can tell is very artistic style. So that's cool.
yeah,
That's cool. That's cool.
yeah. No, it's fire. But so we get into this more if show shows up with the work
Yeah,
thing
if he
sucking the
does,
life out of you.
hopefully.
Yeah,
Well, that's legit proving it though. Like, he is, unfortunately, even at this point, work got locked up. So
no, yeah,
hey, again, like we said, we always will give him shit for it because we love him. That's the bro. But that is a reason, unfortunately, if anyone that does watch this, never take what we're saying seriously about show, because we
yeah,
know, again, he's doing what he has to do to make sure that
yeah,
food and everything is on the table for the babies. So
yeah.
yeah.
But see, no, it's true. But the one thing, like we titled the show "Conquer the Enemy Within You," and a lot of it is reconditioning your mind. And I tell people, you're like, oh, you got the best job in the world. I said, no, we just make it the best. Because milk 'em here. I'm not allowed to be miserable. I don't allow myself to be miserable. Even when I was going through all that shit, Ray, last week, not last week, with my car. I was not allowing myself to be miserable. I was like, fuck it. If I'm gonna be here for 6 hours, I'm gonna go to the diner. I've never eaten by myself at any place.
Give me 1 sec, bro. I'll be right back.
Yeah. And I said, fuck it. I'm gonna experience that. I'm gonna take Ray off the screen because his face is just right there. But you know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck it, let's experience something. Then I started, watching videos or whatever, and I was like, you know what can I do? And I'm trying to get what's going on, Nikki. I'm trying to make the best out of the situation we're in. Yes, there was a bunch of bullshit I had to go back and forth with, and it was frustrating, but I was not allowing myself to be miserable because that only affects me. And I've seen too many people miserable, and when you're someplace, let's put Ray back on because now there you go. All right, so when shit hits and you gotta grind your teeth, pick up your skirt, and fucking go to pick up your pants, whatever the fucking saying is, you know what I'm saying. But I don't allow myself to be miserable because I gotta find some kind of enjoyment. You gotta find some kind of something in the world, because even if you're doing hard labor or like you're pick up, yeah, step on your skirt. This your skirt can't be dragging on the floor. Is that where that coming from? Because back in the day, like in the 20s, the roaring 20s, women had those long ass skirts and they would have to pick them up so they could run. Maybe that's where that. Or am I bugging? Is that not even a saying? I don't know. The saying gods, if you're out there, let me know if that's the saying. Pick up your skirt. Let me see. Let me look. Okay, yeah. So, all right. So there is a saying. What does pick up its skirt and run mean? Imagine running in a long skirt. It will get in your way. The expression is meant to run as fast as possible. Pull up, pick up your skirt so your legs are free to run faster. See, there you go. It's like roll up your sleeves. Yeah. That has to be an old ass saying because women don't wear skirts anymore that are that long. But that has to be an old ass saying. But yeah, so you gotta do what you gotta do. But there's always some kind of enjoyment. There's always some kind of way to make something not make you miserable, because like it's your responsibility to keep yourself from being miserable. And if you don't like where you work, you have to figure out why you don't like where you work. Is it the people that's there? Is it you? Is it like I mentioned with Ray, being real with yourself? Being real with yourself is not being hard on yourself. Being real with yourself is actually saying the truth. Whether the truth is these people are not good people, or I just don't know how to connect with these people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm being an asshole and that's why these people don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those. So that's what, like, if you don't like where you work, you got to figure out what it is. If you don't belong there, you don't feel, then you got to, a hard situation, knuckle up and go. There's always a way to not make it fun, but not have it be so hard on you mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can ask. There'll be times where I'll be due to state law and there's nothing. I keep running in the same wall and I just start laughing. And people are like, oh, he's pissed off. It's like, yeah, I'm pissed off, but I start laughing because laughter is the best medicine. And you got to look at it like, this is funny.
Look at sometimes sometimes it's one of those where you have to, you have to laugh, because if not, everything else is fucking. It just, like yesterday. Yesterday was a scenario like, at one point I'm just like, I'm gonna laugh here because everything looks like it should be working, like it should be fine. And then that last fucking image, that's why I sent it in the chat, because I'm dying, because it just fucking captured you smiling. I'm like, hey, we're gonna smile and fucking laugh through this shit, because if not, those moments like that you need to use that, try to have the positive outlook, because a lot of this shit will fucking, we joke around, but it's what takes you to the grave quicker, you know?
Yeah. No, it's true.
Stressing out and fucking letting this shit win, it takes you to that fucking grave quicker.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, bro. And with that week, that I said to myself, I said, yo, fuck it. I want some steaks. What I call the fat lady. You know that
Yeah.
you're familiar with the phrase when the fat lady sings?
yeah,
It's not over until the fat lady sings.
Yep.
You remember Independence Day, right?
Yep.
They had the cigars. The cigars with the victory dance. They call them fat ladies. For me, a fat lady is a glass bottle of Coca-Cola. Now, I was expecting to be done with the car last week.
Yeah.
But apparently the part hasn't come in yet, so hopefully this week.
Got you.
So I have a fat lady. Tomorrow when this internet starts working, I'm going to crack that motherfucker open.
There we go.
When we get the internet working, I'm going to crack that motherfucker open, then I'm going to get another one for when the car's done. But that's
Nice.
my victory dance. That's something I could look forward to. That's something where it's like, it's a hard, like this was a hard road and it was stressful, and I keep telling the story to people, but I don't let it defeat me. I got the victory. You know what I'm saying?
No, and that's, you have to look forward to those moments. It's like that. It's that silver line. Yeah, Jesus, I can't speak to that. It's that silver lining. It's that light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
It's finding that nice positive moment out of
Yeah.
this all, and just again, not letting shit win, not letting shit win, not letting
Yeah.
like we gotta fucking push through. Like,
Bro, think about it, man. So many things hinder us from being ourselves, and the biggest thing that stops me from being myself is the anniversaries.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's not like I can prevent it because it's there, but it gets lesser and lesser every year because you start going, yo, I'm missing out on being me in these situations, but I'm also it's hard to explain. Like I'm also preventing myself to be myself with the people who need me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to say people count on me, but when they need me, I'm there. And if I let this shit make me miserable, I can't be there for people. Thus,
no, it makes sense.
me
It makes sense.
from having that opportunity and being the best, you know, doing the best I can with it. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. No, it makes sense. And again, it's one of those where it's like it's adding the true, it's that responsibility factor again.
Yeah.
Like we did with the car. It's adding that responsibility factor that you have set on yourself,
Yeah.
you know? But again, it's good to have because that keeps you in that mentality of like, hey, if I'm not there, I let so and so down, and I can't fucking be like that because I gotta feel like this.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing to keep because it keeps people going. Like for me, and we spoke about it on here. That's why I still say, I unfortunately didn't do the whole grieving process
Yeah.
because I felt I had to be there. I had to make sure I was good so I could fucking be good for the moms and the rest of the family, and make sure there was at least one level head when it came to the preparations and all this and all that. And it was the thing that was just step one, was that
Yeah.
it's the preparations, it's then being a level head for the actual service, a level head for the funeral, a level head for the things that they don't talk about. Cause fuck it, we'll go into that for a second. The parts that they don't talk about is seeing people go through their own depressions during it,
Yep.
and having to be that level head to actually speak to someone when they're going through that, and seeing people really battle and challenge that. Those moments that they don't talk about is when having to be that level head when you're finding out someone has passed,
Yeah.
and having to be there and having to do that and having to talk to people and having to then start giving people the news, because in movies, apparently everyone just finds out.
Yeah.
Somehow everyone starts to find out.
They sense.
And that's not a thing in real life.
Nah.
In real life, someone has to be the one that starts letting people know and start texting people and calling people. And that was a message I never thought I would have to do again. Because I did it once when my grandfather passed. I had to send some people like, hey, he's gone. Funeral arrangements are being made, this and that. And morning after, because I barely slept. It was legit. By the time I got to home, it was like, I think like 5-6 a.m. And that maybe an hour later, I started texting people.
Yeah.
And it's a message that's just like, it's so cold to have to, hey, this is what happened. I'll keep you posted on any information. Yeah. And just getting the calls. I tried to text a lot of people because I wasn't ready at that point to talk to anyone else.
Physically saying it is painful.
Yeah. And it was one of those where, again, I'm at that point where I'm going through it, because I'm not allowing myself to show it, but I'm going through it and having to do that. And then again, having to next morning, okay, let's go here and let's see what we could do.
Yeah.
They want to do this. Nope, that doesn't work for me. I'm sorry. Go over here. Okay, that works. How much is that gonna be? Okay, then figuring that out, because it's the shit people don't talk about. How fucking sometimes you're like, oh, okay, that should work out, and sometimes it works out. Sometimes you figure out you gotta fucking do your shit on your own. And having to fucking do those runs that I never thought I would have to do during a fucking wake, having to fucking somehow find the extra money to fucking make sure this is all taken care of and good. And yeah, but then doing all that, the after of fucking, okay, now we still have to live and we still have to make sure everything else is good and everything's good to go. Meanwhile, I'm doing all this the summer that I'm about to go into my senior year of high school. I don't think I ever said that on here. But that's legit when it happened. Was the summer of my senior year going into high school.
Shit.
So I'm weeks away from going into the senior year.
And the crazy shit is, people don't take into consideration here is that you're in your senior year of high school. You're trying to figure out what you want to do with your life and figure out who you are. And from one day to the next, life said, you're an adult now. Handle everything. And you go, holy shit. Because it's one thing to gradually become an adult and start realizing 1, 2, 3. That we've experienced. It hits you in the face. Boom. Here goes everything. And it's and it's not even just the few days. It's the rest of it. The decisions that they made. What happens afterwards. Taking over the stuff that they left over. It's boom. Responsibility. Here goes a huge book of responsibility you have to fulfill now. And at the age you had to go through it, you had enough on your plate.
And then it's still, because I've said it on here, like I still tried to maintain the same style of student that I always was. And somehow that year was just like, fuck it. You thought senior year was gonna be a breeze on top of just going through whatever the fuck I was going through. Nope. Every teacher decided to recommend you for AP classes. So senior year, usually for anyone that goes to school in New York, usually that senior year is supposed to be maybe like 4 classes and you're done for the day. Nowadays, I feel like it's even fucking like now it's fucking probably even less because these kids
just walking
barely get shit
and go home.
Basically, yeah. But no, my schedule looked like a fucking freshman year. Like my schedule was AP this, AP that, AP this, AP that, fucking normal class here, Somehow they were trying to give me Spanish again. I was like, how the fuck am I taking this? I already got the
Regions.
no, I had the proficiency exam.
Okay.
So I never had to take a Regents for that. I was already set. Like I already had college credits for it. Because luckily I was very good in Espanol.
Yes.
So I had gotten like I think I got a 99 to proficiency. So that
Shit.
put me over the fucking level for it. Um but no. So doing all that, I think my saving grace, and I legit say it, was in the midst of that, I found indie wrestling in New York.
Yeah.
Like I knew about indie wrestling, like I knew about ROH, I knew about TNA at the time, I knew about all that, but I just didn't know how close it could be. Like I didn't know about the House of Glories, I didn't know about the companies that would run out the Elks out of fucking New York. And finding that was that saving grace because I was able to find something that's like, okay, this is cool. I could go to a show, take my mind off of things, and that helped balance that out. Because wrestling was always that thing that I shared with my dad. We've talked about it right here. It was always there.
Yeah.
Um, and but again, still senior year, doing all that, trying to make sure I was sane at the same time. Cause I don't know how we got here, but fuck it. I'm gonna this is a venting out episode, I guess, because it's working.
Yeah.
Somehow Steve's letting us have this vent episode. You know what's funny? This is exactly what I talked about last week in therapy. So fuck it. This is a continuation of my therapy from last week. Um, that same year, unfortunately, because of all that, and for me to try to maintain sanity, I decide to numb myself a little more. Unfortunately for me, my vice was alcohol. So I was very big into wanting to, take a drink. One became two, two became three, and I would like to just numb. Like my weekends were a lot of just numbing away to try to not deal with my issues and deal with actual problems at that point and all that. And somehow, because I knew, nope, I can't do this. Again, I gotta fucking make sure I'm good in school, make sure all this is good, we're good. That was able to clean up pretty quick. But that was an issue I dealt with that first month and a half. We get through it. I somehow throw a wrestling event in between all that. That was my first ever time getting to work with a company. Was, hey, I want to throw a fundraiser for my school. And somehow I was able to throw a wrestling show at my high school.
Nice.
That yeah. I still don't know how I was able to convince them, hey, yeah, let's take out from the PTA budget $5,000 to throw this wrestling
Shit.
a wrestling show that made zero money for the school.
Hey, fuck it.
I think it made maybe $100, if that. And hey, the people that went to it enjoyed. It was a good fucking time, but it was the funniest shit of just what happens after that. We'll talk about another day. But doing that, somehow between all that again, passing fucking AP classes, doing all that, I somehow graduated with honors and all that. But long story short, with it all, throughout all that, again, any point in that, I could have been like, fuck this. Why am I even worried about this anymore? What's the point? And somehow I kept that level of like, no, this is what he would have wanted. I got to keep going.
Yeah.
To the point that today, randomly, and I even made the joke to my mom. I'm like, I feel like I'm drunk off food right now. Just because of how much we were eating.
Yeah.
That for some reason, this thought came to my head. And it's perfect for here. Because I'm going to ask you the same. Is for you, again, having lost your mom, lost your uncle, do you think they're happy with what we're doing now? Because I asked her, do you think my dad is happy with what we're doing now? That we were able to continue our lives and that we're doing what we're doing now. And hearing her say, you know what? He would. Because he wouldn't have wanted us to not try to continue our lives. He would have wanted us to find a way to, again, find happiness again, and being able to be happy and do this. Because he was always, again, he was very, I've said it on here, that he was very much about making sure everyone was good and making sure everyone was again always taken care of, well fed, everything like that. That to a point that he would want to see, especially us, to see us doing what we have to do to make sure we're good and being able to actually enjoy life, not just surviving in a sense, but thriving in it.
Yeah.
So I ask you now that type of question. What do you think?
I think I hope so, but I feel like in the beginning, like right after, because my mother passed 2011. This is 13 years. The first 10 years, the only process of grieving I went through was anger. And I did a lot of stupid shit. Not like, yes, I mean, getting involved with people and shutting down and letting my anger go through shit. I almost fucking ran my car into a wall because the GPS didn't want to work. I feel like in the beginning they wouldn't have been, but I hope now with them seeing me try to do this, they would be. Because my uncle, he worked for so he did the I forgot what it's called, but the defense radars for the F-17 fighter pilots during the Cold War and all that. And he worked his way up from like he would go to do the paint, then he worked all the way up to like diagnostics and shit like that. Went to school for it, and then he was making as much money as he could there, and then he found out, oh, you can make more money selling cookies. So he bought a truck. He retired. Like they shut down Laurel, so he retired from Laurel. He bought a truck. He bought the bakery cookies, and he started doing that, and then he started airbrushing shirts. He got into a car accident. Well, he didn't get into a car. Somebody hit him with, and he wasn't able to work anymore. So he started airbrushing shirts, and he would sell shirts. As that he wasn't afraid to try.
Gotcha.
And the Knuckleheads, when we first started, it was a t-shirt business, and he was behind me. I called it Knuckleheads because of him. Like he would call us Knuckleheads from. He was like the biggest supporter because he was like he would hit me up with things like, "Yo, you see this? You see that? You see this?" And when he passed, I got the printer, and I was trying, and after he passed, because it was me and Krills doing all this, Krills had a life shock. Thank God all that worked out, but done it. Like we kind of stopped doing it, and it was like I didn't want to say I failed, but it was kind of like I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And then something came up with the streaming, and then we started doing the podcast, and now, like I said, I got that back, of trying. Like I'm not letting this go. We're gonna keep doing this, and I think having that perseverance that we proud of me, and a lot of people in my family, they see the podcast, they see them doing, and they tell me all the time that they're proud of me and that to keep going and all that. But for some reason, because I can't hear the words from them, I can hope. Because sadly, I have disappointed my mother before. I would cut school and shit. Like I had the same schedule year in high school, but because of classes, because I failed, and I had to catch up.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? I want to say yes, but I'm always been the type of person, you know, unless I know for sure, I don't know. You know?
I got you. No, it's so when okay. I wanted to touch on the when you felt like you failed. Was it because more of because again it could have it's you had to change directions in a sense, but did it feel like the failure because it almost like you let him down, not being able to keep that going, even though you knew this wasn't the end of it, you know?
Yeah. It was it was one of those things where I jumped into a of doing it, and and I wasn't ready for the no. I thought what we did was gonna make our lives easier, and
Okay.
it made it harder because I couldn't find what the professional people did. Right, so
Okay.
we originally bought a direct to garment printer from China,
Yeah,
and
that was a
that was just an Epson computer they put on a machine to make shirts like these.
gotcha.
We made 3 shirts successfully. It was a $3,000 computer. We made 3 shirts,
Those
and
are
we yo,
fucking three
I
expensive ass shirts.
yeah, I spent another like $1,500 trying to fix it and never fixed it.
Got you.
And then we bought the printer that prints onto vinyl and cuts it out. The difficulty with that is transfer sheets. So we put the transfer sheet on. We try to peel the sticker vinyl on with the transfer sheet, and sometimes it doesn't always come out.
Got you.
He pressed it on. We try to take the transfer sheet. Sometimes that shit comes off the shirt, and it was just like to make 100 of these, 200 of these there's no like I've done it twice for a church, and it was it literally took me 7 days nonstop to make those shirts, and I don't want like it was just one of those things like yo, this doesn't seem like this is possible. Like this was the wrong choice. You know what I'm saying? Like this was the wrong this I went too hard into I jumped too soon into this. You know what I'm saying? And I tried to do the same thing when Dream told me about how he makes his shirts. This is how
Got
we
you.
made this one. And that's cool, but then it's like, okay, we have everything, we got the website, and then no one goes to it. I haven't advertised to it. So it's one of those things like I felt like I failed because I felt like I made a mistake doing the right thing.
Got you.
You know?
And I think that's when it's the hardest because it's like it's especially when you're doing the right thing and it feels like it's wrong. That's when it hits even more
Yeah.
because it's like, wait, so what was I supposed to do? You know?
Yeah.
And again, it's paid off as much as again it's a difficult choice, and unfortunately, again, going through the steps you had to because fuck having to spend close to fucking $5,000 to print, like you said, 3 fucking shirts. Like, but seeing now again what direction you've gotten to go in and being able to keep this network going and keep the channel going, keeping it flowing and keeping it to a point where again we have the momentum, the traction, it's gained the interest that it has. It continues to be something where it's continuing to grow. Um, it's shown you though that you didn't fail, you know? And
Yeah.
again, this is I know me saying it might not it doesn't take away from that feeling at that point, but I can hope it helps you see that again everything it happens with reason, you know?
Yeah. But
And it should help you, hey, this is why we keep pushing, you know?
yeah. But also this is where, part of the topic comes in. I don't allow that to defeat me or prevent me from trying other things because What would have been worse is if I never got it. You know what I'm saying? Like if we never did that, if we never tried it, it would always been like, yo, I should have tried this. I should have, I should have took the. What if I would have done that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because living in regret is very difficult. But it also, bro, I can't be afraid to try. I tried shit that didn't work, so we gonna find something that does. That's where I don't allow myself to be miserable. It's like, yeah, like you see me get emotional when you ask that question is because my fear is that I'm not. I'm pretty sure I know that they would be,
No.
but my fear is that they're
No,
not.
and what's going on, Krills?
You're,
And
what
that's
up,
the thing.
Krills?
When I asked it again, I don't know why that question came up.
Yeah.
And again, I'm fucking pause what I'm about to say. I'm stuffing my face with meat at that point. But again, I felt like I guess I was food drunk.
Yeah.
But that question just came to my head because of everything again I was doing today and everything that just popped in my head was to think, I wonder if he's happy right now, you know?
Yeah.
And I wonder, would he be happy, like seeing again what we're able to do? And again, I asked that to, and I was like, let me ask that to Toe because I know that'll be a good discussion here for the pod. Because for me, I would hope he is just getting to see now, what we've been able to do again, having that whole journey that I did, being able to graduate with honors, being able to fucking keep doing, pop the lotion. Yo, Krills, it's 420. Why you doing shrooms?
Word.
You're supposed to be smoking weed, my dude. Today's the weed day, not shroom day. Save that for Mario Day.
He's at 440 right now.
I'm about to hit that 450 splash. That's how high he is right now.
Word.
But nah, to me, it's like I would hope. Again, it's one of those where I did everything. Yo, so he's so high right now. He can touch the clouds. Like it's I'm there with you though with them that I would hope because it's like we've said on here. The way at least I believe as well, I think they see us. I think they're watching over us. It sucks that we can never get that confirmation, you know?
Yeah.
Like that actual, like again, there's little signs. If you believe in those type of things, you see those little things here and there. But that actual confirmation, I would love to know. But it's a hope and just see if you can see it, you know?
Nah, shit. And I tell you one thing, man. I don't know your father, but I'm pretty sure he'd be proud of you. Because the amount of shit that you do. What's going on, La La? The amount of shit that you do, the amount of shit that you do for people, it's amazing. From when I first met you to now, you've grown and you've extended yourself. Like you're doing commentary now. You going back into training with wrestling and doing a lot more interviews than you did before. You invested in yourself with the updating your thumbnails and your background, and you got a video with your own moving into another person since I've met you. So I can only imagine how your father would feel about seeing that. You know what I'm saying?
No, again, I thank you for that. And again, it's come with being around y'all. Like being around y'all, being again to grow with the group, getting to grow with the fam here. It's been awesome because it's inspired me to want to keep doing this. Cause seeing how we're all succeeding, seeing how we're growing here,
Fucking
it makes me want to fucking grow with it too, you know? Like, yo, Krills is so high right now. He's like,
word.
yo, I'm proud of y'all fucking too, man. Yo, y'all proud of me right now? I just got a snipe kill. That's Krills.
Word.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all sponsor shit. We don't sponsor death here, Lala. We don't do abortion.
Oh shit, man. Nah, but again, getting to do all this, being a part of this, that's just it's always it's great to see where we're going with all this. And like I said, all of this, long story short, with it all, we're trying to show y'all too that again, we're seeing we're seeing the positive out of, unfortunately, very touchy and very strong subjects here, but we try to see the light and we try to see the positive look at it, and we hope for the best out of it, because
Yeah.
again, it helps us be able to continue. It helps us be able to get to that next point, because if not, again, if we try to keep in those sorrows and keep in those dark moments, and unfortunately it doesn't help. It
Yeah.
gets it's and again, it happens a lot of times. They're unfortunately more frequent than they are far,
Yeah.
but being able to do these positive moments and be able to have those that support you, it's always great, because it definitely does help get you to that next point, you know.
Word.
So
And yo, bro, this is where being real with yourself and that harshness comes in, because at the end of the day, time ain't gonna stop. You're still gonna get older. You can't be in the same spot that you were when they passed. You know that you have to be that person that they shown you how to be for as long as they've been with you, and you have to develop into your own person. You have to grow and this other shit. Like I used to tell, myself, like, yo, I've never admitted this shit, but you used to be like, yo, there's people living your dream. Who the fuck are they to live your dream? Living your dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people out there doing the best they can, and you know you could do better than them, but you're not doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I have that mentality of competition. I have that. If Jordan's on the court, I'm taking Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
no, bro. You know what it is too, and I look at it like this, like, because as much as okay, as much as I used to say it shouldn't be like that, more and more now, it's healthy competition. It's not one of those
Yeah.
where it's like, yo, I don't want to see this other person succeed,
Oh yeah,
but it's
yeah,
like I want to use what they're doing to now push why I have to do better. You know,
yeah,
like I said, and again, this is even between us. Like, yo, we're like, yo, I did this. Yo, that's fucking fire. Now I gotta step it up.
yeah. You got me
You know,
looking at
and
my
then
shit like, yo, I gotta change my background.
yo, nah, bro, but that's the thing. Like, yo, when we had these convos, it's like, yo, and I go to you, like, yo, what would you recommend? What can I fucking do to step this shit up?
Yeah,
Because like it started with the sound quality. Remember that? I was like, yo, I need to get a better mic. Because I was like, fuck, I want to sound better. I want to sound crisp. Like I'm hearing myself peak every time I do the fucking podcast. It's like, yo, what can I get? To a degree that I was like, yo, just send me what I need to get. I'll fucking buy it when I have the chance. And legit, I was like, yo, I'm about to order. I get this, right? Yep, bet. Boom. I get this, set it up, make it sound nice, golden. And it's those things, like using that fucking, just using that motivation,
yeah,
using competition in the right way, not fucking trying to hate on people and try to fucking be like, nah, I gotta do better than this motherfucker.
it,
Nah, try to fucking be like, you know what? They elevate, now I gotta elevate too.
yeah. And yo, it's like, this is why I love Vegeta, and a lot of people love Vegeta for the same reason. Goku naturally gets stronger with who he faces and just goes higher levels. Sometimes people give him power and shit like that, and Vegeta figures it out.
Yep.
And when you're doing that competition shit, it's like, oh shit, they're doing better than me. I have to knock them down. It's one like my boy. I hung out with him last week. I showed him my car. I haven't seen his car. He has the Hyundai Genesis, and I don't know if it's the 2023 or 24. He has. I get in his car and he showed me all the technology in it, and I'm sitting there going, "This shit is nice." There's no
Right.
hate, but it's like new level unlocked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like when I upgrade this car or when I want to update, when I want to go to the next level, this is the standard.
Yep.
I'm not trying to get something better than them. It just lets me know it's possible. Like, you got people out here getting hundreds of thousands of views, like they don't do nothing. I'm not looking at, these people are lame and they're getting all these views. It's possible. That they're doing this. There should be no reason why I can't do this. And the only
Unless
reason
they
why I
are
can't
lame,
do is
then we're like, yo, fuck them.
yeah, because think about it, man. Why am I gonna get mad at somebody having millions of views on their video when there's billions of people on it?
Yep.
If they have millions of views, that means there's billions of people that haven't seen them yet that could watch me. All of us can watch the same.
Or this, and that's the thing too. It's the thing of, especially when it comes to this, is like, yo, those same people just need to see me too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And especially when it comes to content creating, that a lot of people don't fucking understand. That a lot of the people in this community, if they would understand that this isn't a watch me, watch me, watch me. It's like, hey, also watch me.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If everyone fucking noticed that there is so many seats at the table, because everyone wants to fucking be the motherfucker to fucking, nah, man, I gotta take food off your plate to make sure I'm fed. Like, nah, there's enough food. Let's all fucking grind. Let's all fucking win. Like, this is the conversation. And I'll say it here. Fuck it. We had off air of fucking, you look at our network. The Knucklehead Network is a network with individuals
Yeah.
that are all fucking great creators. But you look at the network and it's like, yo, they got the shows on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, sometimes Saturdays, sometimes Sunday, depending.
Yeah. Word.
And then it's like, yo, but they also got, I see Gigi doing these. I see Toe with the clips, Toe with the 5 tips of the day, Toe with some new shit coming soon. Wink, wink.
Yep.
They got Kenny with the call up. It's like, yo, they got Ray with Respect the Craft. It's like, wait, how the fuck are they doing all this? We do it. And this is what separates us, because every other network is like, nah, everything is under one banner. It's like, for our shit, yeah, we all come together under one banner, but you see the brand is elevating all these other brands as well. Like, it's all powered by the Knucklehead Network here. You see it. You see the logo right there too. Respect the Craft, part of the Knucklehead Network.
Yeah.
It all fucking works this way, and we elevate each other. We make each other want to fucking get to that next step. We're all fucking insane creatives, but we're not fucking competing with each other. Like, sometimes you'll see, like, yo, they're all streaming around the same time. It's like, yeah, sometimes we got to. Unfortunately, time's a bitch.
Yeah. And
while we're all supported.
And while we're streaming, we're watching each other.
Yeah.
Because we see you, Kenny and DJ. Shit, on Thursdays, Kenny and DJ do their show window open with their show on while we're doing our show, and Kenny got a window open looking at our show while he's doing his show. It's all support, because one of us got to make it. If one of us make it, we bring the eyes to the other one. You know what I'm saying? And
that's how we look at it, man. Like, this is something where more people had that outlook of, again,
word,
everyone could fucking get that seat. Like, it's I get it. Sometimes it's hard to want to be like, nah, I gotta be selfish like that. I gotta fucking, but it's like, yo, a lot of times you see that team mentality, it gets people places.
Real quick, cheap plug. If y'all want any professional photography, documentaries, or any music videos or anything recorded, hit up Krills.
Yo, facts. Nah, legit. Again, like we said, big things coming soon, and you're gonna see some dope shit coming out of that side of the Knuckleheads too. Cause this isn't just the podcast. This isn't just videos. This isn't just clips. You about to see a whole revamp of what this means to be a part of the Knucklehead Network. And you're going to fully get to see what our creative minds can come together when we come together.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that, because big things coming, especially this year, going into next year. We're going to try to change it up legit.
Word.
So stay tuned.
Yeah. The facts, man. Yeah, because, bro, you can't be afraid to you can't be afraid to do what you want to do.
Legit.
A lot of the time, a lot of the times I've been held back because I didn't want to. Most of the time it's transportation. I don't want to go places, but if I'm there, I'm there. But you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's like you be nervous because you don't know what to expect, and it's hard to get over that. But you can't let that be the reason why you don't do shit. My bad for cutting you off.
No, it's all good. No, it just it fit right in with the combo though.
Yeah,
No, it legit is though. You gotta fucking do what you gotta do. Like you said, this has been our conversation the last few weeks, last few days, and like I said, it's something where I hope more people like they use this too. That mentality, fucking full circle to what we started with the conversation. Take that initiative. Take that initiative. Do what you got to do, and let's all fucking eat this year, man. Let's all
word,
fucking eat.
word. We got to, man, because like I said, I don't allow myself to be miserable, but boy, is it something to be able to live your life without having the burden of going to a job.
Mm. That is the goal, man. Is to fucking be able to do shit that again you find to truly be your passion and truly be something that again it's fun to fucking do and not have to stress it, not have to fucking. And you know what's crazy though? Knowing us with hopefully again when it happens with all this going fucking the way we want it to go. We would still find a way to stress over this shit
Yeah,
because once we're there, that it's like, yo, we're making money off this. We're at that level that we're fucking. I'm gonna say it like this: we're at that Mr. Beast type level. Now at that point, we're just burning money with this shit, but we're still gonna stress.
word.
That's why that dude legit. At this point, I don't think has to make a video another day in his life. But it's still stressing because they've explained like a lot of people that end up either getting fired from his team or quitting from his team, they talk about like this dude legit does not put out a video before he can decide how he wants to do the thumbnail. Imagine stressing yourself that much that before you even fucking put out one, like you decide one angle on the camera. I got to make a thumbnail first before I can fucking even start. For us, I think the thumbnail usually comes like 90% of the time it's after the fact. Like,
Yeah,
especially knowing what we're about to talk about, it's like, all right, cool, boom, and that's it.
yeah,
Like, this dude is legit before he even thinks about what he's about to first say. Nope, I got to worry about the thumbnail. Make this a fucking awesome ass thumbnail, and then we can decide on how we're gonna film this video. And then it's that fucking high budgeted shit too. Then it's like, wait a second, you're worried about a thumbnail that probably cost you little to nothing to make, and you're about to make this fucking high budgeted video. Like,
word.
come on, man. That's insane to me. But again,
Yeah, I'm home, bro, but my fucking dog got loose when I walked in, so I'm in the middle of doing that shit. Last time I did that, I ain't come back till like 12, so
oh no, the doggy.
yeah, it's fucking annoying.
So are you in the car right now looking for the dog?
Yeah,
Yo, you need one of those GPS trackers on your dog.
he has one for the last time we did it, and for some reason it's not working. It's
Mm,
out of it's not tracking him.
Oh shit.
Bullshit.
word.
Uh, but what's going on, guys? How y'all feeling?
We
I'm
good?
alright. Yo, wait, you put eyes on me because I got.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. 1 second.
Oh
It's
shit, toe still fucking up.
it's better than yesterday. Like yesterday's show, if you would have listened to him yesterday, you would not be able to hear a word that Toe was fucking saying.
I was watching. I saw you saving it. Like, yo, I see you talking. You trying to talk for him. I was there.
Bro, I tried because it was at a point where I'm like, I'm hoping I'm understanding what he's saying. And then it's like today, it's like, yeah, I did not understand some of the shit. And it's like, I worked off what I could. Like,
Good shit.
Definitely.
Good shit, Ray. You've been killing it lately. Appreciate you.
Nah, I got it. I got it. We gotta make it work, man. We gotta make it work.
Oh, there's a car coming. I gotta move.
You said it's better than yesterday, and I get kicked off.
Yo, they said show is here. It was like, that's it.
Yeah,
Your connection has officially pieced out.
word.
It was like, nah, you had enough. You were in here. Show's about to tag in. Unfortunately, the doggy made a fucking unexpected heel turn.
Word. You are a father now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wearing the hoodie. I got the hoodie
Yeah.
on. It's a cool fucking hoodie, man.
No,
I gotta
it is
get more
dope.
of these.
Yo, is it weird that I like the Blue Ranger more than any other one?
No, Blue Ranger was cool. It was fucking without the Blue Ranger, a lot of the shit they would get done would not get done.
Yeah, he invented a lot of shit.
Yeah, bro, the way they gave him credit, the Blue Ranger was the reason Tommy became the White Ranger.
Yeah, right.
Like they gave him credit for creating the suit, but it's like, how do you know how to make a Power Ranger suit? But I digress.
Yeah.
Nah, but Billy was cool. Billy was cool,
Shit.
man. He got redeemed when they tried to make him the Gold Ranger and all that. He got redeemed in the newer season when they tried with the movie they did, but Netflix kind of ruined the last season with how they did it. But it is what it is.
Yo, you gotta let me know what to watch because I only watched the original one, and I wanted to see the other one because I saw a video when with David Franco, not David, the Green Ranger. What's his real name?
Jason David Frank.
Jason David Frank. When he passed, there was a video of him fighting copycat of him that like it was a guy that can mimic any of the Rangers.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was from the last reunion he was on. That was fuck, what was that season? I know exactly what you're talking about because it was that's where I got that morpher. That morpher that I have.
Yeah.
That was the morpher he used that episode because that was the first time they ever did something called a master morpher, which legit let him become any ranger he ever was.
Yeah.
So because it was his copy could do the same, so they were able to create something for him to be able to do that, and that shit was cool because it fucking out of nowhere he was like fucking Green Ranger power, and then fucking could flip into White Ranger, one of the Red Rangers, that type of.
He was a Black Ranger too.
Yep. In Dino Thunder, he was the Brachial Ranger.
Okay, I gotta. Yo, let me know what to watch because I gotta get in. I got all of them. It's my new goal. I'm gonna binge watch all of the Rangers. I did the first Power Rangers. Well, I know it was like 200 episodes was the first season.
Got you.
But I gotta get back into that shit. Let me know what it is, and then.
No, I got you. And the funny thing is, most of them they have a whole YouTube channel, basically all the seasons.
Yeah.
So I legit will send you the channel link, and you just decide what you want to watch because there's a bunch you could get in from there. But
I know Netflix had.
I hate that they had everything, and then because of the deal getting changed and all this and that, then they had nothing. Netflix now has
Shit.
the last. Hold on, let me actually check it right now. Give me 1 sec. I'm about to see what does Netflix still have Power Ranger wise. 1 second. Okay. So Netflix still has the first 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin, but there's still a lot more to Mighty Morphin.
Yeah,
So
apparently
technically,
there's 30 seasons
yep.
of the regular Mighty Morphin Power.
No.
Or just of all together.
Altogether, there's like 30 seasons. Yeah.
Okay.
No. There's definitely not. There's definitely not 30 seasons of Mighty Morphin.
No, because I know.
I want to say there's 5 seasons of Mighty Morphin, and then it's from there it's Zeo. From Zeo, it's Turbo. From Turbo, it's in space, and it keeps going. But Netflix has Mighty Morphin, Beast Morphers, Dino Fury, Cosmic Fury, and then the Once and Always, which was the movie that they did with David Yost being basically like the lead in that. Was it this season? Hold on. I'm trying to see that I think Netflix might have that episode that you talked about where Jason David Frank fought himself in a sense.
Yeah.
I think Netflix might have that.
What's
Give me
going
one
on,
second.
JM Burke?
Yo,
I
1 second.
I don't know why Netflix didn't save the fact that I saw all these fucking things, but there's 3 seasons, like you said. Well, there's 4 seasons, but the first one is revised.
Yeah. That's the. Oh yeah, it does. Netflix has it. Netflix has that episode. So if you want to watch that episode where Jason David Frank basically fights himself, you're gonna go to Netflix and search up Power Rangers Ninja Steel.
Super
It's going
Ninja
to be-
Steel or
No, normal Ninja Steel. So it's gonna be regular Ninja Steel season 2.
Wait. What? Oh, because I see Ninja Steel and there's another Ninja Steel. It's just a
Yeah. So it's gonna be season 2, episode 10, and that was the anniversary special. That's where they have a bunch of the Rangers. They have Tommy's in it. They have Wes from Power Rangers, Time Force. Yeah, they have a bunch of the Rangers from the decades in there. So yeah, which I hate because that was supposed to be a longer episode. It's only fucking 30 minutes. And technically with Netflix, it's like, I think 23 minutes.
yeah.
So that shit sucks because the specials usually used to be a longer episode. Like,
Yeah.
that was the point of fucking having a whole special.
I should have fucking put that. I gotta know what season's the next one after this shit, because they have a bunch of. All right, so what's after Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
After Mighty Morphin, it's Power Rangers Zeo. Well, okay. So it was Mighty Morphin. They for a minute they labeled it Alien Rangers, but that's still technically considered part of Mighty Morphin. But then the actual next season is Power Rangers Zeo. From Zeo, it's Power Rangers Turbo. From Power Rangers Turbo, it's Power Rangers in Space. From In Space, it's then Lost Galaxy. From Lost Galaxy, it's hold on.
Wow, they don't have none of that yet.
Nah, Netflix doesn't have any of it. It's all YouTube.
They have Dino Fury,
Yep.
Cosmic Fury, and Super Ninja Steel. And Beast.
Yep.
I don't even know where the Ninja Steel is. The regular Ninja Steel.
No, it's there because I just popped it up on mine, so it's there. That's why I told you you could watch that episode because they have it. Luckily,
Hold up. Look, I have the Super Ninja Steel.
okay.
Oh,
there
is
you
it? Is this Ninja Steel? Is that what is
go. No, yeah, that right there.
this one?
Yep.
Because that says Super.
So when I clicked on it, it just said Ninja Steel. So I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck happened.
it just says Ninja Steel here. So
Yeah.
okay. Shit. But YouTube has all this?
YouTube has the. Hold on, I'm gonna send you the channel right now. There's a legit Power Rangers channel that has, I want to say, basically every season. I think the only season, unfortunately, it doesn't have are the ones that Disney owned. But outside of that, it has everything else.
So is Power Rangers on Disney Plus?
It is not. I don't get how the fuck it isn't, because they owned Power Rangers for a few years. Like there's a few seasons, like some of my favorite seasons are owned by Disney. Like Power Rangers Ninja Storm, Power Rangers SPD, all of that are under the Disney banner. All right, I just sent you the channel on Instagram.
All right.
Trust me, I'm a fucking Power Ranger fanatic, bro. So I made sure I found a way to watch Power Rangers.
No, I feel you.
You need to watch the Turbo movie before watching Turbo. Not necessarily, because the Turbo. Okay, the movies. It was funny because the movies gave your own way of finding how they get their powers, but then they would just redo it on the show. Like it was so stupid how, and they did two different movies, and in two different movies it would give you, oh, this is how they get these powers, and this is how they get these powers. But then on the show, they would just do a whole different episode.
Fuck.
Yeah,
It's
I do
weird.
feel like I have Power Rangers Turbo somewhere on DVD.
I'm looking at the playlist, and I'm like, all right, season 3, 4, 6. Like I'm all right. So Zeo is after. Is Aliens before Zeo?
So Alien Rangers is what I was saying. That technically still counts as Mighty Morphin,
Okay.
but a lot of people label it as like its own thing. But it's still Mighty Morphin to me
Okay.
because
I
it's,
got
it's
it.
basically the Alien Rangers were. It was those episodes when the Power Rangers were kids. Because I can't remember who turned them into kids. So the Alien Rangers basically took over, and what sucks is Alien Rangers, like in the Japanese version, have a fucking long ass season, but we couldn't pay for we couldn't have the budget for it,
Yeah.
so we switched it. So yeah, it's Mighty Morphin, then Zeo. From Zeo, it's Turbo. From Turbo, it's in space.
Okay. I might have to just watch all of it again. Okay.
And Matt Hardy showed up in TNA.
Oh, so I guess leading his channel.
I guess so. Yo, everyone showed up in TNA today.
Word.
Fucking Sammy Callahan is back in TNA. Fucking Matt Hardy showed up in TNA. Fucking Santana showed up in TNA. Everyone's like, yo, we there.
Word. Well,
Shit.
hey, TNA got to do his thing. What channel is TNA? Isn't on Optimum, right?
Unfortunately, it is not, because if not, I would be watching. But I guess I'm gonna have to try to find a way to watch TNA, because damn.
Optimum subscribers can now have Pop, so you can now watch Impact on Tuesdays, channel 154. Hashtag Impact on Pop.
TNA is, I believe, is no longer on Pop.
No,
Because I remember
scene.
when I
Yeah.
finally saw we had the channel, and then they announced TNA is no longer on this channel. I think it's on Access TV. We don't get Access TV.
Fucking course.
I think that is a I think we could possibly, but I think you have to have some other package. But I doubt it's one that's fucking worth it. Because you know how Optimum's like, oh yeah, if you pay this much, you get all this. And it's like, what's the point?
Yeah. I may have it then because we upgraded everything to nothing. So
You might. You might. Krill says I was there too. Where were you, Krills? You were at the Power Rangers? What Ranger were you, Krills? Master Vile was the one who changed the Power Rangers. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Tyson, because I cannot remember that right now. Oh, TNA. Yo, damn, Krills, you didn't tell us you were going to TNA? It was in Vegas, so Krills, make sure you fucking bet on black.
word. He was there with Ortiz. It was Santana. He knows who I'm talking about.
Oh shit, man.
So is AXS, right? That's the name of the channel?
Uh, AXIS
Well,
Access TV. I'm about to look it up. Hold on.
this is a fucking problem. We try to be.
Does Optimum get Access TV? Watch it say, yeah, channel. Access TV. Nope.
No. Apparently, no one has this fucking channel.
Oh, and it is AX. See, so why the fuck in the logo is there an I, but apparently it's only AXS? That makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, you either need DirecTV or Fios.
Well, we don't got that. So
Well,
sorry,
I mean,
excuse me.
I might consider going to Fios if these motherfuckers can't fix my shit tomorrow.
Well then, I unfortunately am stuck with what I got right now.
Nah, I hear you.
But yeah.
But shit, Shows out there looking for his dog.
Which I hope he does find the dog, cause damn. We're gonna have to get a show of fucking to put on the collar, get him the thing to be able to track.
Word.
Because if the chip isn't working, that's not good. Like his chip should be
You
should
would
be able
hope.
to like
Yeah, you would hope, but then again, it
due to
only
New York
works
State
when
law.
you first put it on.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say due to New York State law.
No, I'm the only one that has to worry about the state laws.
Got you. My bad.
Shit, motherfucker.
Tyson has Access TV. There you go, Tyson. So Tyson, let us know how all this works. Let us know what the reaction is to TNA on Thursdays. And yeah.
Word. But yeah, before I got booted and before show came.
Yeah.
What was he saying?
Fuck, where were we on?
I'm about to.
Fuck. Yo, this is bad. We have to take some fish oil because I can't remember what the fuck we were on. Because I know we talked about the motivation. We talked about us wanting to all win. But then when show got on, we made the joke about fucking your connection, and then your connection fucking died instantly. It said, nah, show can make the hot tag. That probably cost.
Okay. I went back.
Yeah.
We were talking about Mr. Beast.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, so that's the thing. That was like because how we're talking about wanting to be able to do something so we no longer have to stress about the real life job and shit like that. The shoot.
Going to work, yeah. No longer.
So I made the joke because knowing us, we would still find a way to stress.
Yeah.
And I think that is something that it's a good kind of stress though. It's something that I explained like even now I'm the type of person where because I still battle my depression and anxiety, I try to label it now. Most of the time I still deal with like self-caused good anxiety.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm the person that fucking show days, I'm getting antsy because I want to fucking make sure I'm good, but it's me causing it. No one is causing this for me. Like, no one is pressuring me at all. It's just fucking myself, like getting myself in the zone. So I call it like good anxiety. And we will be the type of people that are gonna fucking cause ourselves good stress because we're like, yo, we're here, we're having fun, we're doing this. But fuck, man, what can we do now? What can we make it better?
Yeah, yeah.
How can we do this? Like, yo, is our sound quality good? Yo, we got the best mics we can. Nah, but it could be better. Yo, how's the camera look? Type shit.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, I still want that short 7B. It's a $400 mic, and it's literally you put on headphones, you listen to this mic, you listen to that mic. Hardly any difference. Like you have to really be paying attention and have good audio quality to see the difference. But I don't know. It's just I want it.
I was gonna say, this is no offense to anyone that listens to us or will listen to us in the future. You think anyone's gonna notice?
No.
Like, that's why I say, like, compared to the mic I used to have to this, I noticed a way fucking better difference. Because somehow that other mic, and again, I would speak the same way I do now. I would just notice the fucking pitch. And it's like,
Yeah.
nope, this can't work for me. Because I hate hearing like certain points I fucking sound great. And then certain points I would just start sounding fucking like I'm trying to sing the highest note ever. Because I would
Yeah.
just fucking screech. And it's like, what the fuck? Why is this doing this? It shouldn't be fucking doing this. And then there's certain points that it would just fucking, you can't even hear what the fuck I'm saying. Like it would go low. Like you
Yeah.
can't fucking hear me.
That's
It's like, what the fuck?
that's the problem when you have digital. 'Cause technically, this XLR cable, this is analog.
Yeah.
This is analog signal going into a digital converter. Then we have the best preamps, and that's what gives it, the digital aspect of it. So we have analog, old school shit. You can any better than that for sound quality. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the digital shit, the program has to be running all the time for it to process shit. Because the mic is just picking up sound wave, and then the digital shit is converting it into that. The sound waves are being made here, and then the preamps are just giving it boosts or whatever the hell we're asking it to do, and that's where you know what I'm saying. So it's like that was the best USB mic to have,
Yeah.
in my opinion, but it's still not better than this shit. That's why when I didn't start doing the podcast until I got this. Me and Show wanted to do podcasts for weeks. I'm like, yo, give me a second. Once I got all this shit, then I said, all right, let's go do the podcast. Because now I feel like I have a professional voice.
No, and legit, like, bro, now, like, again, I started with that mic, and that mic I used for everything. The fucking Elgato I had for the streams, for the gaming, all that shit. And at first, it did its job. Like, don't get me wrong. It held me through the pandemic. It worked. It was good. But again, growing through this and hearing what good fucking quality can be, I'm like, nah, I gotta do better. Like, I'm like, fuck it. I gotta do this better, especially if I'm quote unquote, I'm saying I'm doing good. I'm elevating this. I want to do better with guests and all that. Nah, I gotta get a better mic. And I was like, fuck it. What is the setup that could work? Because my always thing was I don't want to buy something that then might not work with my setup,
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, I don't have the PC setup yet. So it's like I want to make sure it's gonna work with the Mac and all that. And this worked out. Now with the camera situation, I was like, fuck it. I want to make sure I could ump it up a little bit. Again, the camera I had was cool. Picture was never an issue. But then my camera started to say, nah, the fuck you ain't. My camera was asking for the tag because every other fucking day it would become fucking blurry as hell.
Yeah. I remember that.
So now it's like, cool. We're at a point where it's fucking getting better.
Yeah.
And just figuring out the little tricks to make sure this fucking, because for some reason software is also being a bitch, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But again, using that motivation to be like, nah, we gotta fucking get to where we gotta be. And I just know it though. When we get to that fucking level, that's gonna be like, nope, we're still gonna be like, all right, what can we buy now? What does Rogan use? That's gonna be us.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what does Joe Rogan use?
And
right
he's using the show of some 7B. That motherfucker. But there's like I've done my research on mics, and they say there isn't the best mic. There's the best mic for you. So certain people, their voice, if they use the Shure SM7B, it won't sound any good. But then if they use another mic, that mic will make their voice sound perfect. You know what I'm saying? So you have to know your type of voice. It's just everybody uses that fucking mic. And if I'm using, this is like the little brother to that shit. So if we're using this shit and it's sounding good, then I can only imagine how much better that shit's going to sound when we use the big brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Use the OG of it.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, nah. I've always been that type. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to this shit. I want the best I can afford. Like, don't get me wrong. There's cameras. Like Krills has 2 cameras that are better than this one. Though, so this is what I look at. You know what I'm saying? I get what I can afford. And I want the best of them. The webcam you're using now. When I first started streaming, that the webcam wasn't. It was a lot more expensive. Because I was using the Logitech shit and the C220. I think that's what it was. Everybody's using $1 when I got it.
Gotcha.
And I wanted the Brio because it was 4K or the other shit, and that was too expensive for me. Then I was like, all right, if I got the money, let's do this one because we can do content creation with it too and all that. So, but I know what you're talking about. But eventually, we're gonna find a spot all of us could come together.
Yeah.
That's the goal. That's the goal right now. But that's down the future. We never stop growing. And we never stop pushing each other to grow.
Facts. No, legit. We got to get to that point that again we're continuing to do this to a point where we're motivating each other. We're making sure we're all in there. We're trying to make sure we're all in that same level-headed space where it's like, nah, it's not one of us winning. We're all trying to win, and we're all pushing each other to do the best in all of our fields. Again, not only just when it comes to this, but pushing each other to fucking succeed in what we're doing.
Yeah. Shit. Cause man, like I said, man, we're the knuckleheads. You gotta respect the craft. Kenny got the call up. Gigi got for the win. Krill's got his. He started his, production because he's doing photo music videos. He's helping people do documentaries. He's helping other people do podcasts. Like he's recording a lot of shit for people. I got my tips of the day. Show got his reels. You ever watch his Instagram? He be making some funny reels and his TikTok and shit.
Yo, facts. Like, show's fucking funny with those, man.
Yeah,
and again, it just shows how we fucking every little bit is something. It's not just we're not staying fucking content with just doing one thing or another. It's like nah, we keep going with it. We keep pushing. We keep making it where it's like one step after another. We're keeping this going. So.
Yeah. And the crazy shit is, if you think about it, I think Gigi for the win has to be one of the most dominant female independent wrestling sponsors in New York.
Yep.
What other female companies do you know are in the sponsoring in the way that Gigi does? She's sponsoring women's wrestling. But as a female herself doing this shit, she's one of the few, if not the only one. She's definitely doing it the most.
Yep.
Because you hear about for the win everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
No, legit. And it's something where, again, she's grown that brand into something that's, again, people know when they hear it, they know who exactly that is.
Yeah.
And it's become that point, though, that it's also like, cool. That's also now seen as, oh, that's part of the knuckleheads. Like she's one of the knuckleheads. Like, and it's getting to that point where it's like, boom, that's what this is. That's like, yo, we all have our like subdivisions in a sense, but it's all under this,
Yeah.
It's a great thing because again, anyone else would be like, yo, why y'all doing that? Like y'all overwork. It's like, nah, it's fun to fucking do this.
Yeah.
Because we get to fucking create and get to motivate each other. And we have our own fucking weird networking inside of a network. Like it's the best thing because outside of us doing our own creativity and then creating together, that also already creates a support system. Like anyone else, it's like, oh, you have to try to hope someone's gonna want to watch or push or fucking also support what you're creating. With us, we have that built in already. Yo, we're pushing each other. Like, yo, someone's doing a podcast, boom, we're watching, we're supported.
Yeah.
We see you.
Shit, we over here confessing that we bust ass every time we try to skateboard. Shit.
Yo, facts. No, but again, and that shows you though, like shit, we're you're gonna see you're gonna see us pop in.
Yeah.
No matter who's fucking like, yo, we're in there. We're trying to fucking show our face and show like, yo, this is genuine support. Like you'll see fucking on our post, on our likes, on our shit. It's all always supporting, always thriving, and always making sure that we're fucking again pushing each other. And that's what we try to encourage. Like, yo, look at what we're doing. Hopefully that motivates you to want to fucking do the same, man. Like
Word.
use that fucking worry less about, oh, let me try to be better than this or this. Nah. Use that fucking see what someone else is doing. Push yourself now. Use that to be like, yo, now I gotta do something like that.
Yeah.
I gotta be that type of dope. I gotta be like this. Cause that should be the way to try to win, you know?
And yeah, and the crazy is it's like we're not even concerned with the outside world either. Because we're watching each other grow and we're giving each other. It's like, yo, I was watching your show the other day and I noticed if you did this or I like that, do more of this. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a team. We're not worried about what the bump is doing. Bump, nah. You know what I'm saying?
Legit. No, legit. It's one of those where it's like we gotta fucking it has to be again, it's us instead of fucking yo, you saw what these motherfuckers were doing?
Yeah.
Like it creates that fucking again, using negativity try to fuel positivity never works. Like nah. Fucking go in with positive outlook, use that, fuel that, keep going. Because when you try to fucking again, using it out of spite, it doesn't work. It doesn't help.
Yeah.
Like being spiteful with it, it doesn't help. Like again, we've been lucky that again the opportunities we're getting, the opportunities we continue to thrive for, what we're trying to make it work, we're using that to fucking boom, let's do this. Like we'll joke around, like sometimes you'll hear us be like, yo, you see this, and it's like, but we're not using that to be like, oh, but we're better. Like, nah, it's like, yo, you saw how they did this? Okay.
Yeah.
But we're worried about the way we do it.
Word. But
We're
we got
worried
better.
about how we're doing this better. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
Hey, like, yo, let's fix this up. Let's fix that up.
Yeah.
Boom.
Hello. We are better than you. I'm sorry. That's just that's also one of the catches for Pressure Fit that Abba Preach always use. I'm sorry. I just had to say it. Like I said, man, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Yo, that was one of the examples that I was thinking about in my head yesterday night after we got off and realized that we couldn't do this because my connection was fucked up. Was I was in Little League tackle football, and like I told you, because I was overweight, I had to play with the older guys, and because I'm playing with the older team, I didn't get a chance to play. But during practice, we all had to do shit. And of course, I wanted this one out of them because I was naturally strong. Still wasn't able to play. Then one time, we do this thing where there's a circle. Everyone has their number. Someone call the number. The guy that you called runs and goes and hits the guy in the middle of the circle.
Gotcha.
And they call the numbers and people would go and hit them and it's a little love tap like, ooh, whatever. Me, never call my number. About the third time, I called my number. And I was like I'm focused on my number. I wasn't defeated. I was focused on my number. He said my number, full speed. I ran into this motherfucker. Bow! I fell back about 25 feet because he knocked the shit out of me. And all I heard was, see, that's how you do it. You see, that's how you do it. Fucking kid over here runs full speed into his ass, gets knocked out. Go after him again. Where's the heart from you guys? And I said, yeah, and it's on your bench. The heart that I just fucking showed you that you're trying to get everybody else to have is on your fucking bench. He lets me play one defensive play, and I stopped a potential touchdown because I tackled the running back, and that was the last time I got to play. My brother was the fastest kid on the team. I was blocking for him, and the quarterback fucked up the play and gave the ball to him too late. And by the time he got the ball, he got tackled. And he's like, yo, what the fuck? They never let him. They never let him play running back again because we're gonna keep it funky. We had a black coach. We only gave a shit about his black players, and his fucking assistant coach was the father of two twins and the quarterback. The quarterback couldn't throw for shit, and the two twins couldn't run, and they're the running backs and the quarterback and the receivers and all that other shit. So me and the rest of the fucking other minorities had to sit down. The white kids, that's me, my brother, you know my brother.
Yeah,
He got treated like a white boy. That's the way my mother always prepared us. My brother was treated like a white boy. I was treated like a nigga. And depending on where we were, it was a disadvantage to both of us. Because even though I was dark, I wasn't black, so I couldn't. It was favoritism, black over Spanish, or because I was light, I wasn't white over Spanish. That's why I had to take advantage of every fucking thing I could, and it wasn't just go. Oh, the Spanish game. Spanish game was baseball, but they didn't give a fuck what race you were. My kid's out there. My kid's the pitcher. You know what I'm saying? The only good saving grace was when I got to bat, up to me whether I did good or not. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it was. People bitch about things now, but there was a lot of subtle racism and subtle favoritism back in the days that these kids, like growing up, you realize, and that's why people they didn't want to play sports, or they wanted to play sports, so they stopped playing sports, or they now they're doing their own favoritism. Like now I'm in control, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? But now everybody got a fucking trophy. The reason why that doesn't work is because we weren't even able to play. Y'all niggas got trophies. Come on. And they paid for it. My mom paid for me to play football. And I barely got to play. She wasn't saying, where's the trophy? She's yelling, why the fuck isn't my kid playing? You know what I'm saying? These kids don't know. That's something that you grow up in life realizing life ain't fair.
Yeah.
That is the question. To gooch or not to gooch? No, but you know what I'm saying? So that was like the kids learned back in the day early. Life wasn't fair. But like I said, you can't keep that as a crutch. And I didn't get to play, but I got to do one thing. You know what I'm saying? I was able to do that one thing. I was able to fucking tackle the running back.
No. No, and again, you use that fucking moment of like, you know what? It fueled you enough. Like, again, anyone else is gonna be fucking feeling defeated. Like, yo, why am I not being used? Why am I not fucking? Why is it taking so long to fucking give me that opportunity? But you took the positive light through it of like, nope, that one opportunity, that's it. Let's fucking make it count.
Yeah.
Like that works. That is what fucking should be fueling. Like instead of using it and be like, well, I guess it's not my shot. But no, waiting for that. And when you got it, boom, let's go. Yep. Like, because that could have been anyone else. Be like, well, I guess fuck, they finally called me. Like, nah, having that heart again through something like that even though it stuck, so it's like, oh, where's that heart with all y'all? It's like, motherfucker, the heart's right here. What are you looking for? Like, because it's coming from me, now it's not good enough?
Yeah.
Like, come on, motherfucker.
And that's the problem. That's the problem because it's like the movie Rudy.
Oh yeah.
You know, that like it's an enigma for not to give up. Everybody should. Granted, you might not be the best out there, but if you're gonna try, you fucking try. Like people go, when you get knocked down, you know, you get back up, or if you fail. I ain't never failed. Like I feel like I failed sometimes, but I ain't never failed. I ain't never got knocked down. What I've done was took a wrong turn or got pushed back. There was, because failing is literally stopping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're moving forward in life, you can stay still, you can move forward, But the only way you can fail is if you stop.
Yep.
And sometimes you make mistakes, and that mistakes makes you take a turn. And now instead of going forward, you're going left, but you still can veer right to go back to straight. You didn't fail. You just got off course. Sometimes life can stand in your way and push you back, but you're still not failing. You're able to keep going forward. You ain't getting knocked down. Even if you literally get knocked down, you're not down.
Well, because at that point, that's where you choose. Do I get back up?
Yeah, that's where you stumbled. That's where life hit. That's where life stopped you. Do you want this or not? Yes or no? Like I told, I don't see you, but I know I said this shit to my coworkers. That last week dealing with the car and all that shit. That was life going, you really want this car? And that's me going, I want all this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like with you. You said that your vice was drinking, and you stopped. That life was like, you really want to be a drunk? You really want to do this shit, or you want to live? You want to go forward? And you was like, nah, I'm gonna move forward.
Legit.
You know, it's you could sit there, you could be sad, you could be afraid, you could do whatever you want. You just cannot quit, because life is short. Because when it's gone, it's done, and you don't realize. Like you know what I'm saying? 65 years is a long time, but 66 is short when you're not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're in a 3-hour movie. This movie is fucking long. Once the movie's over, the rest of your life, that movie was short. So life is long. Life is as long as you can have it. So you can sit there and take your decision. Because who am I to tell somebody make a decision or don't make a decision? Like, sometimes decisions are hard. And sometimes decisions are best made later.
Yep.
Because when you rush into shit, you're a few minutes away from realizing that you didn't need to do that.
And that is the thing that, again, we've said it here a couple of times. We've said it, especially when we go into these conversations of life's too short. But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to always act very quickly. Because like you just said, sometimes because we try to not think and we try to just fucking live in the spur of the moment, that next moment it's like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Like, life is short, yes, but that also means make sure every decision is valuable and make sure every choice is thought out.
Yeah.
Because as much as life is short, fucking those moments of failure feel like forever.
Yeah.
So let's not add to those. Let's add to those fucking joyous ones that become memories.
Yo, yeah, because think about it, bro. I'm in a situation where I could have left my position to either do this full time and try to make it or not, or go somewhere else to try to do something. And I said to myself, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna make this decision right now. And years later, I'm at a point now where I can advance where I'm at. And like, I could possibly have a better spot or be in a better position. But it's one of those things. It's like I felt like there's still time. You know what I'm saying? Like, this decision doesn't need to be made now, because if I was in dire need, then I could go this way. Or if I was in a better position, then I could try this way. I'm not in one of those positions where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really need more money.
It's not I don't have enough. Right now, it's not the end all be all.
Yeah. Like, it's not,
like, yeah.
So, you know, I take other things into consideration. I tell like, yo, I'm not the type to because I knew what the other job would entail, and I'm like, I'm not the type to deal with that all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be disrespected. And and not every position that job entail was that, but there's sometimes, and I've seen it, and mostly it happens to women. But you're not yelling at me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what let me before, because I'm a different person. Before I do, let me do what I need to do first. And even like when it comes to relationships, I'm also at that point where it's like I want one. I'm not in a rush for one, but also where I'm at right now, I need what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like where I'm at in life, but I need to continue doing this. I'm ready to commit to that.
Gotcha.
And that's, it's like, oh, but you could die tomorrow. Yes, but let me tell you something. If I were to, like, let's say there's a chick and I jump in a relationship with her today and I tomorrow, what's the difference?
No, and that is the thing. It's like sometimes, like I said, that spur of the moment. Yes, sometimes it can lead to good, sometimes it can lead to whatever. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, let's not try to. I look at it like this. We sent the clip the other day in the chat again, and it's one of those where, as much as Cat Williams said some crazy shit in that interview, the way he said it is very much how you should look at life.
Yeah.
Be satisfied with what you've done. Like at the end of the day, when you ask yourself if this is it, be satisfied with what you've done. Not trying to fucking let's make last minute decisions just in case.
Yeah.
You know? Because when you rush into it, again, we don't know what could happen. The minute we sign off of this, we don't know what could happen. But knowing that everything we've done before it, the moments, all this, hey, it was a good run. Like,
Yeah.
from every moment, from every fucking dude in New York State law to fucking Yema to all this shit, we've made this an enjoyable time. At least we hope we have for all of you that are watching. It was enjoyable to us because we fucking laughed our fucking asses off. But again, that's how we should look at it. Instead of fuck it, we got a little bit left. Let's fucking make this the best pod. Nah, we're going through it. We're trying to do it as best as we can. Again, if you guys enjoy it, cool. If not, as always, you can go fuck yourselves. But again, like with all this, like we talked about during the episode, when it comes to us making those upgrades and all that, it all came with time. Because we could have just been like, fuck it, let's buy this, let's buy that, fucking let's invest in a studio, all this. We could probably try to do that right now. Would it be smart? Nope. Because we would be able to afford it maybe once. Then what?
With time there.
No, but that's the thing.
Yeah,
we would be able to do it probably once, and then what?
Yeah.
Go back to this.
Yeah.
Like it's the thing of, again, trying to do it just for the fucking, oh, we did it. Nah, it's giving the time frame. It's giving the fucking actual thought process instead of fucking trying to let's rush it, you know. And that's what we're doing with a lot of decisions. That's how it should be. And in the long run, again, it might be a longer journey.
Yeah.
But the enjoyment will still be the same. And we know now we've earned it, instead of fuck it, let me take the back road.
Yeah.
And hopefully I get there at the same time, you know?
Yeah. And his also the commitment it takes for your decisions also needs to be considered when making the decision. Because you mentioned your camera. Your camera was perfectly fine, and then it started going out of focus. It started doing all this stuff, and you dealt with it for a little while. You wanted to up camera before all that, but it was one of those things like, my camera's good for now. Then it started doing all that stuff.
I didn't want to.
Yeah,
I didn't want to just be like, fuck it. Let me.
Yeah.
Again, let me waste the money when this works. You know.
Yeah, and then you go, you know what? I'm gonna commit to getting a better camera because I don't like this right now. The same thing with the car. Like since November, I've been looking like I want it, but let me not. And then it's like, all right, I'm gonna commit to getting this. You know what I'm saying? And I waited until when I got it to get it because if I'd have got this shit in November and had to run through these problems, I wouldn't have been able to take care of most of the shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have had the money to take care of most of the shit. I wouldn't have had the patience to take care of most of the shit.
No,
A lot
that is the main thing.
Yeah.
The patience of it all, because that has been the common thread we've talked about, and that has been the common thing of it all, is having that patience and knowing the responsibility that was coming with this. Again, you prepped yourself and you got yourself to the point that now you are able to deal with this. And again, it's been stressful, but you're still here. We're still at that point, and we can still have this conversation. And now, again, laugh at it a little bit. Still annoying, but
Yeah,
laugh
yeah.
at it a little bit, and we're able to have these conversations. And again, to
Yeah.
everyone that enjoys watching us, we thank you guys.
Word. And you gotta laugh at it. Laugh at it.
You got to. You got to.
Yo, bro. I've been to a situation where it's like, yo, I found a studio. It's X amount of money a week, and we can record there as many as we want. I'm gonna get it. And he goes, all right, cool, but no one has the time to commit to the studio to do the podcast because right now we barely have enough time to do the shit on the way we're doing it now. Now you factor in travel. How long is it? You know, how long the podcast is gonna be? All that other shit. It's like, who's ready? Like, we all have to be ready to commit to. All right,
Yep.
on this day, I'm able to go there and do this. I'm able to, commit my time to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because right now we're all home. So if something popped up, you're home. You can turn off the camera, handle what you need to do, and come back. If you was in the Bronx or in Harlem and we were in the studio and something turned up, you got to leave. You got to go home. There's no, I'll be back. Yo, I'm out.
Yep. There isn't one of these like, yo,
Yeah.
give me a sec.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
nah, I gotta fucking doses. Like,
Yeah.
and no, and that's the thing too, that it's like, yo, sometimes we've had those moments. I was like, yo, give me a few. I gotta do this, gotta do that. And again, it's one of those where real life comes into play. Like we said to everyone that's watching this, stay tuned because we are making time to do something.
Yeah.
Things are gonna come. We are gonna do the things, but again, we're planning it out accordingly. We're not rushing into it because any day we could just be like, fuck it, tomorrow, let's do this.
Yeah.
And sometimes we did that shit with steaks. It worked. It was nice. It was a good time. But sometimes it's better to let's plan it out. Let's talk. Let's be adults about this, and let's make it work. So that way, again, everything could work out for the best. We can do what we need to do, and then again, that helps us, and that continues to help us grow. So, like we said, though, for everyone that is tuning in, stay tuned because a lot of big things are coming from the channel. Not only just for in terms of the podcast, videos, all that good stuff. We are gonna make some big things happen this year because, like we said, we gotta motivate each other. We gotta win, and fuck it, we're the fucking knuckleheads, man. So,
Word.
as always, don't forget to check out the rest of the shows as well. Because today, again, we tried to do a part 2. It's unfortunately our debacle yesterday. But Monday, we are going to be back to our regularly scheduled program with the Raw Watch Along. Tuesday, we are live with comics, as that is our whole pop culture discussion, as we've been breaking down every week of X-Men episode, X-Men 97, with episode 6 being our discussion on Tuesday. Wednesday, the guys are back with sports. Thursday, we are doing wrestling with Knuckleheads, as we'll be joined by the voice of a generation himself, the Booker man, the boss, whatever you want to call him, head honcho at We Are Wrestling, Pete Rosado. Then Friday, we are going to be at We Are Wrestling for possibly my demise. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Saturday, I would assume, I guess we'll try to do, once again, telling the show with Ray. Then Sunday, we're going to be in Brooklyn for Battle Club Pro presents Let's Go Battle Club. And you'll get a lot of content, hopefully, from that, because we'll try to do little bits here and there with some of the roster and all that.
Yeah.
But if not, you will see us having a good fucking time because we're gonna try to enjoy the insanity and the festivities of it all. So definitely stay tuned for all of that and stay tuned to our madness. So yeah.
Word. I almost feel like I have to sign off now, but we still got 15 minutes.
I,
Unless
I
unless
almost said it. I almost set it up that way because I was like, I think we're at a point where it's like, I think we're good because
yeah,
Steve did not fuck us tonight, luckily.
yeah.
So I
I
was
mean, a
like,
few times, but
let's it was at a point where at least Show was here, even though
yeah.
Show was unfortunately in this scenario, which I do feel bad because fuck.
Nah,
Like
it's
again,
cool.
like we said, we make the jokes with Show and all that, but it's like, yo, for that sucks because I don't know what I would do if fucking my dog were to get in that scenario, fucking running away like that. But then at pitch black, cause like, yo, we saw how fucking dark that area is around Show.
Word.
Like that's fucking not a oh there he is. It's like nah. Like it's quick to fucking be like, yo, you need to have this side to fucking where the fuck are we?
Yeah, word.
And the fucking chance of a bear. Mm. So hopefully all good with Show. Hopefully he'll keep us posted and let us know in the morning what's up. And yeah. So but again, tomorrow, hopefully your shit gets put back to normal. Or at least the bet no. It shouldn't even be normal. It should be at the level you are now paying for.
Yeah, yeah,
So hopefully it is at a point where, like I said yesterday, you got to be better than I am right now, because that's how you're. If, by the sound of what you're paying for, you got to be looking better than me. You're
right.
gonna
I
make me
hope
look
so.
like a fucking kung fu movie.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try because I do see how pixelated I look, and I'm like, fuck. I
No,
didn't
and
spend
that's how
no.
I know. That's how I know something's still off. Cause like, yo, your camera is usually 10 times better than mine, and you still look pixelated.
Yeah,
So it's like, and it's like still like again, you sound great. Like I can hear you, but your picture is not matching your words at all.
yeah.
So, but
Eh,
again, it worked out for at least a decent amount of time for the podcast today. Next week, like we said, we'll be back with our normal scheduled episode. We have a lot of videos we do want to touch on, but again, because of technical difficulties, I don't think I even want to push trying to play them because I don't know if anyone's gonna be able to hear the video.
Yeah.
So let's let's hopefully save that for next week. Next week we definitely have a lot of great videos we want to touch on, including there's one that's it's similar to the mantra we were talking about today. So we'll get on that next week. And by then we'll probably have more to talk about too, post we are wrestling, our thoughts going into Sunday's festivities, and then by then we'll probably because by then we'll also see the knuckleheads in person. So we'll probably have some more of the game plan of what we're gonna do in the
Yeah,
future. So again, y'all stay tuned to that. And again, I am fucking the itis is still kicking me. I don't know how.
bro.
Like it's not even like I'm sleepy. I just got the
I
itis, and it's been hours since I ate. That's crazy.
I I want to go where you went to.
It's called sorry. It's called Fogo de Chao.
Boho.
Fogo, Fogo. So it's FOGO. So legit Fogo, Fogo de
The
Chao.
child. Let's see. Brazilian steakhouse restaurant near me. Let's see. Locations. Let me put my shit in there.
Yeah, I know they have a few because they just even opened one up in Brooklyn, but the one in Queens I kept seeing like it was tempting me because every time I would go to the mall, especially when I'm on my way back, I would see it. I'm like, one day I'm gonna go in there, and today was that day. Today was
Okay.
that day.
There's one in White Plains, and valet is available from 5 p.m. 11 for $10. What? Kiss my ass. Hold on. Hold on. Let me. I got the address. Was there parking by you?
There was the parking lot right there. There was two parking lots because there's the one that's on the Olive Garden Longhorn side, and then they have one right there actual at the actual Foga. So there's two parking lots right there, and then you also have street parking if worst case scenario.
Okay. This looks like this is where that Walmart, the Walmart used to be. Fuck it, I'd rather go to one in Queens with y'all. White Plains. That shit look like a church. Fuck that. We out, Ray. We're gonna figure it out one of these. Yeah, we're gonna figure it out.
We're gonna make it happen.
Shit, man.
Oh, and they did have a good fucking lava cake, so you will enjoy that.
How much was it? It was what?
So that's
it was
like,
$7 per person and it's unlimited everything.
I wish it was that cheap. It was $47 per person, but it's still for the amount of food you're getting.
And was the lava cake extra?
The lava cake was $11.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean, that's still less than what we paid for a Longhorn.
Yeah, bro. That's the thing. I was like, for the bill I usually pay at Longhorn, I was like, for what I paid today, I was like, bro, I think I even paid possibly cheaper. And on top of that, a lot more food. Because again, it's a lot different cut to me. It's again the atmosphere of it, the experience. So it's not bad. Again, it's a good time, especially if you go with a nice group.
Yo, if next week the park comes in, it's gonna take all the to get the off. Let's say, just throw it out. Tuesday, the park comes in. I'm gonna take off Tuesday and Wednesday. If I get my car on Wednesday morning, I'm gonna hit you up. We're gonna have to go. If you're available. If not, then I just go shoot myself.
And on that note, everybody.
Now, word. We like food over here, motherfuckers. But yeah, I mean,
facts. If you haven't noticed this already.
But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we'll finish this conversation off here. It's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.